Hello, everybody. Welcome to part 6 of our Little Golden Book Craft Along tutorial series.
Yay.
We made it. It's actually, I guess, our 7th week, right? Because we did the first week we did an intro, and then the working weeks we've had parts to them. So this is the 6th and final part of actually doing work. So today we are going to be decorating our Little Golden Book junk journals with tassels and trims and laces and dangles and beads, flashy stuff, all the flashy stuff.
All right.
Hi, Debbie. Hello.
Hi,
Good
Debbie.
morning.
Hello, Terry.
Hi, Marco Polo Debbie. Look what Debbie sent me in the mail. She sent me one of her collage postcards.
Oh, that is great.
Isn't it so cool? Oh my gosh.
It. What a great idea.
I told her it's going into my Richard Scarry. Since I already have goats in here. It's bunnies and goats.
That's a fun place to put it.
Hi, yes, Mary. It's so good. I love it, Debbie. Hi, Terry. Good morning.
Goats are great.
Yeah, goats are really good. Hi, Mary. Good morning. How are you? Or good afternoon. I just can't break that. I can't break that.
What's going on in your world, everybody?
Yeah.
I'm having a little sinus thing pretty much every day now.
Is it is there like pollen? Is it pollen stuff or just
probably. Here's the thing. I had an allergy test a couple of years ago and it came up with nothing. So I just kind of have this always year-round kind of thing, but I feel like it's maybe a little bit worse right now. So yeah, I must be allergic to something.
Yeah, maybe pollen or change. I don't know. Sometimes it seems like change in atmosphere. I get really nasally sometimes. You guys will notice my nose gets real stuffy and I have really bad sinuses.
I have some prescription nose spray that works really well. I can't live without it at this point. So that helps, but yeah.
Yeah, I tried that because I have like kind of chronic sinusitis. I haven't had, knock on wood or some wood, I haven't had a sinus infection in a couple of years now. I've actually stayed sinus infection free, but one of the doctors gave me, some of those nasal, and it really.
I have it's ipratropium bromide or something like that.
Okay. Yeah. And does it like when you do it, like for me, it just opened everything. I'm like, woo, it's like real open. I don't know. It's hard.
Not quite. I felt like that with Flonase a long time.
Oh, maybe that's what I had for a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I tried that because I also had some chronic sinus infection things going on. So yeah, but once I started that, I haven't had anything.
Oh, that's good. Anyway. It's good when you find what works. Then that.
Yeah, I mean, it would be nice to not have to do that.
Yeah.
Well, and find my allergen so that I can avoid it. But find it.
I'm just all messed up in there. My ENT doctor, I think he retired. I haven't been to him for a couple of years, but I've tried to look him up for my son and to go to. He was having an ear thing, and he just. He'll like they look up. He's like, oh,
yeah, it's.
You should have that balloon thing, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that, but
yeah,
you're very lucky, Mary.
Mm-hmm.
You're very, very lucky.
Yeah, because you have to breathe, so it's always there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Could just be a mouth breather like me. I think I'm all, I think I'm kind of, I had to have my tonsils out and my adenoids out when I was super little. And I've always had, I've never breathed through my nose very well at all, like my whole life.
Yeah.
Oh, see, look at all these lucky ducks. Yeah. We have lots of lucky ducks here.
Yep. That's good.
Good. So what is everybody else up to? Are you crafting? What are you doing, Debbie? and Mary. We have a lot of crafters in here. Terry.
Terry, yeah.
Are you all creating and crafting today? Other than not having sinus issues?
Well, I was just looking, I have all kinds of lace trim. So I had identified one that I really wanted to use in this journal, and I've misplaced it.
Oh, do you need to go on the hunt for it?
I'll be having a look for that.
Yeah, I might have to hop up. Look at this great bag. I don't even know where. I think I picked it up at an estate sale. I don't know if it was all together, but look at this.
Pom-pom.
Look at this pom-pom goodness. This like chartreuse green.
That's great.
It's so good.
Especially for the Richard Scarry type journal.
Right. And then this little tiny red. I mean, these are like, I'm pretty sure it all came from the same place. Maybe one of the colors was somewhere. Look at this one. This is kind of big. I think maybe it's too big.
Oh, wow. That's great.
Like, this is a good bag of goodness right here. This one's a little, I don't know if I'd use it. It's a little, it looks like it has had vintage photo applied to it.
Well,
that might have to do something else with it, but yeah.
Julie said first Terry said, working in my journal, it's been one of the most fun, crafty projects I've ever done. That's great.
Oh, I told LeAnne, Debbie, I had started, because I clicked over when I was sitting here after I Marco Polo'd you. Ooh, that's making my nose. It's dusty. I started watching your latest video, Debbie, and it's so cool. I started telling LeAnne, but I didn't fully explain it, but that you're making little, basically she's cutting a magazine. So if like this is a magazine, and then I'm not sure how she cut it, but so then she would like chunk out a square. And then that would, and it has this spine attached, and then that's her working little mini journal.
Oh my goodness.
It looks like then she's collaging, from the leftover papers. I don't know. It looks so cool.
That's great.
It looks really good. Hi, Gwen. How are you?
Hi, Gwen. I love your name.
Yes.
That's
super cool.
Well, I found the lace. Of course, I put
did.
it some place where I could find it easily, and then forgot to look there.
Yeah. I'm an explosion right now. I can't. In fact, I had I have like a vintage planter that I was keeping all my fabric and kind of trim scraps, and then it would just kept like it was overflowing and falling onto my desk. So then I had, which is way too big, but then I had to revert to like a big jar because I keep pulling bits and pieces out of my my fabric drawer over there, and it's exploding. So I need to, I don't know.
Yeah.
Pare it down or something.
I've moved on from, I have a jar with that kind of thing. And I've since I set up my new area, I left it back there. And so now I have accumulated some other things. One of these days I need to consolidate and, see what I have all together again.
Yeah. I need to do the same with my little scrap bin. It's not working very well either, but I haven't quite, like, this is ridiculous.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And this is good. This is good because I took a few things out of it yesterday, but that's bad. It's not good.
Oh,
hi, Angela. How are you? Well, good. I'm glad you're lurking.
I know you had that little open drawer with your little organized envelopes and things like that. And you had some scraps really organized in one of those. And I thought,
yes.
My goodness, that's amazing.
But look at it now.
It's great to see. Yeah, I was going to say it's great to see that you have a bin like mine. Yeah.
Yeah, and that they're just falling out. So it is a good way to organize it, but then I kind of shoved
Yeah,
things
Mary.
towards it. I
Yeah.
need a bigger envelope, but
Mary says, that's what a scrap bin looks like, Julie.
I know, but I can't find anything in it. Then I get frustrated because I can't, I'm like, oh, surely I have map or, a piece of this or that in there. And then I can't find it. I'm rifling through it. And then I start grabbing out of like my bigger thing,
Right. Like, how do you organize the scraps? Do you organize them by type, like a map or a music sheet or,
well,
or not?
I mean, I do.
That's to get a little nuts.
Well, in my big, like, my mom's metal tin thing that I have to my right that I keep like those Dollar Tree envelopes and stuff in, I do have it separated by, like, I have sheet music.
Bigger scraps.
Like bigger scraps.
Mm-hmm.
But I get so frustrated by this little thing. But I feel like this, I think with like, say this size, maybe I'm not going to keep it in this little bin anymore. Maybe this will go back in my bin with like book pages, because that's pretty, I don't know, that's kind of a big,
I know, but I can sit there with my scraps and go, okay, is this a big enough scrap to go in the big scrap file? Or is this a small enough scrap to go in the small scrap?
Yeah.
Throw all, catch all.
Yeah.
Angela had her wisdom teeth out. Oh my gosh. I know what that's like as an adult.
Well, I'm glad you had them out because I know how much pain you're in, Angela, but I'm just sending you a big hug because I know that's so painful.
It is, yeah.
But I'm glad that it finally happened.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah. That's a good thing.
Troublesome. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just think and every day you're going to feel better and better. So now hopefully the worst is over and it's only uphill from here.
Yeah. Take care of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be back to normal very soon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Don't. And like Mary says, don't skip on the pain medication. Keep on your routine, because if you say, oh, I'm feeling really good, and then you don't take it, and then that when the pain just if it gets super intense, it takes a while for it to start working again. So yeah, I bet the surgery was probably a while. Yeah. Well, good. You're going to be feeling better.
Yeah.
All righty. So as we said in the beginning, today is trimming out our little golden book junk journals. So anything that's decorative, right? Could be dangles and beads and charms. And I also like I consider like these hidden paper clips, right? That would be something kind of a last little thing to put in your journal. So that's what we are doing today.
Yes.
All right. Should we let's see, should we turn around?
Down scope? Yeah. Let's do it.
Let's down scope. As I'm knocking over all my, I should do like LeAnne does and block myself out. Oh, that's weird. Oh, my camera's not even plugged in. Well, that's probably why. Okay. All right, there we go. A little bit better.
Well, I was excited to find some recipe cards when I was thrifting the other day. Looking for some cute.
Oh, those are cute.
To put in pockets,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm sort of regretting I almost texted you a picture yesterday when I was in Savers. I was walking around with it for a little while, and then I was like, oh, I don't know. So it was a
Mhm.
whole stack. It was still in its wrapper, and there were maybe 7 bundles. And
Mhm.
they
Ooh.
they were like, like this. Not this exactly, but they were um maybe a third of the size, but it looked like waitresses, like you would take an order
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
on.
The order pad.
And and there was like, I don't know, 6 or 7 pads, and it was
Mhm.
still in its plastic thing, but they weren't like super interesting. You know what I
Right.
mean? I
Mhm.
was like, oh, these are super cool, and I carried them the whole way, and then I ended up putting them.
Yeah.
So I guess it would be just like it didn't have this top. So it was just kind of like that,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
but they were cool. I should have probably bought them. They were like $2.49, which is nothing, right?
For all of those, yeah.
Yeah. I
Lifetime
might I
supply.
might run that by later today and see if it's still here, but I don't know. They were cool, but I don't know. I talked myself out of it.
There was something like that for me yesterday too that I left behind, and I thought, oh, it was the seed packets. I saw your video with seed packets.
Oh.
So I found a bunch of those, which wouldn't have cost me anything if I'd grabbed them, but I didn't even think
Were
about
they new or vintage?
that. I didn't look at them that closely. I just remember
Yeah.
thinking there's some seed packets, and then I just moved right by them. Sometimes I find vintage patterns. I did look through the vintage patterns, and I didn't find any, particularly nice graphics that I liked. Most of them were like late 80s pantsuits and things like that,
Mm,
and more like photographs. There was a time when they just did the drawings, and those
right.
those are a little more interesting, I think. So
I think it's getting harder and harder to find the really old good ones.
I think so.
Yeah, even if I'm like at an antique store or even at the flea market, I'm always kind of looking through the bins, but it's getting harder and harder
I agree.
to find. Okay, so do you want to kind of show first, or do you want me to show a few things? What do you
I'm
think?
not sure I really have much to show right now.
Okay,
As far as
I
completed
will.
trims, I mean, I've trimmed out a few of these pages as I've gone along, but it's mostly just, sewing trim kinds of things where I just edge a page or the top of a tag, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, or the rickrack that I've put around the cover. I'm going to try to incorporate more of that inside. I want to do that today. So that's pretty much all I can think of. I've
Okay.
tried also with some washi tape here and there. So I'm going to try to get more of the washi tape in there as well.
Oh, I didn't pull. Oh no, I do. I was like, oh, I forgot my washi tape, but I do have some next to me.
Yeah, just try to keep with, rather than, like I was saying earlier before we went on, rather than trying to use all of the kinds that I have, stick with a couple so that I have a little more cohesive look throughout the journal.
What did you do there? You put washi. Let me see that up closer.
Just a
You
little edge.
washi and then a little tag.
I put the tab there, but I didn't quite like how it looked, so I put the little bit of washi on top of it. I might do that here, but I might not use a pattern since it's already so busy. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not sure what I'm going to do there because I just didn't like how the tab looked at the bottom. So
Yeah.
I want to fix
Oh,
that.
that's cute. I like that.
Yeah. There's a lot going on in this journal. There's a lot going on and there's a lot of potential left. So
Yes.
yeah. So it's good. It's all good. And putting some places on my tags where I didn't finish, I'll try to put some little trim on
Oh,
there.
trim and ribbon. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because that counts as trim and tassels, right?
It does.
Good. Thank
There's
you.
no rules.
Thanks. Good.
There are absolutely no rules. So I mostly this week, I was working on Dangles. I just got into this dangle mode. I don't know why. Sometimes I sometimes just focus on something, like, okay, I'm going to make dangles. And then I just kind of use that as a starting point. So one of the things I made this week was this sweet little dangle, and it was fun too. I haven't had my beads out for a long time. In fact, I had given them all to Taylor, my daughter, and they were in her room. So I had to get them out from underneath her bed and sort of take them back. But I have to say, I had such fun playing with the beads. So because I have the mushroom going on here, and I have a ton of like these I've probably had for, I don't know, 12, 15 years. I had some bookmarks that I was making with just these very inexpensive little charms. So I was lucky. I already had, actually, I didn't have a loose mushroom charm. I actually had to take it off of something else I made, but that was totally fine. And then I just used the same, I don't even know what this is, like this, it's not really twine. Again, that was something my daughter had, but it just this, what do we call this, LeAnne? It's not twine.
Like a cord?
Yeah, like a cord. Yeah. So I'm just using this. I just used the same red cording that I sewed my signatures in. And I just did some knotting and put the beads onto the cording, and probably didn't do, maybe I would build it a little bit differently, but then I just knotted. It's hard to see. I just knotted at the top, and then I threaded it, both dangles, onto one of these gourd pins or ball pins. And so then I just tied them on, knotted them on there, and then I put a what do you call it? Oh my gosh, I can't. Where are my words today?
Is it a grommet?
Yeah, grommet. I've either had too much coffee or not enough coffee. So I affixed the grommet in, and I was super excited because the Jim and the kids and Taylor had given me one of these We Are Memory Keepers things for my birthday. Yeah. But I found that the grommets I had were much bigger than what works for this thing. But I will say that it punched the hole really well. And then these other dangles I'm going to show you, it worked really well for this other style of dangle that I had. What do we call these? Crocodiles. Yeah, crocodile. So yeah. I am loving that. And yeah, and then I just put a little bow at the top. So just very simple, very easy. This would be cute too. You could also add some lace here if you wanted some ribbon and lace to be part of the dangles here, but just trying to make it simple. And it's nice too, because I can remove it if I care to. Yes, crocodile. Oh, my words. Where are my words? And then the other fun thing, and then I just made some really simple, I mean, this just takes a couple seconds to just tie some ribbon onto a paper clip. That's a cute way to decorate your pages. In fact, I will put that on, and it's cute. It kind of sticks up at the top of the book. And then this is again, just a couple second thing, is to put some ribbon and then glue a button on the top. And that makes a really cute way to enhance your pages. Let's see if that one will show. Yeah, so that's cute.
Oh, I love that. That's a great idea.
Yeah, just a little way to decorate with a paper clip. And then these were fun. I had really fun making these the last couple days. So these are just stacked. In fact, I'll probably make some more because they're a lot of fun. I just took some scrap pieces of cardboard, some thin cardboard, and I used my circle paper punch. And I actually took, it's actually 4 layers. So I did 2 pieces of this scrap cardboard because it's kind of thin. I did 2 pieces of that. And then I put either cardstock or thin paper on each side. So it basically has 4 layers. And then I just came in and just did a little collage. So this one I have vintage, like this thesaurus paper with a butterfly and just a little collage on the other side. And again, I'm having fun digging into all my old beads, which I have way too many. And my daughter went crazy making necklaces a couple years ago and still hasn't made a dent. So that's a problem.
Yes. Yeah. I have all the beads too.
Yeah, it's a problem. And then this one, just a little collage with a little fussy cut bunny, and I added a mushroom and just found a word in one of my book pages that I liked. And that side I have a little mushroom, just a little collage. And I love these little seed beads fit on these ball pins. Really well.
Oh, good. That's a good idea.
Yeah. And I have, oh my gosh, I have 2 bins of seed beads because I went seed bead crazy.
It's easy to do.
Yes. Many years ago. So it'll take me years to use them, but I'm like, okay, good. This is a good way to use them. And this one kind of did the same thing with a little collage. And I love the number 4. This is going in my I Am Bunny book. And 4 just always represents my husband and myself and our 2 kids. So I don't know, for some reason, I gravitate towards that number.
Oh, that's cute.
Our little foursome. And then there's the other side. Hi, Mandy. How are you?
Hey, Mandy.
I hope you're good. So these are fun. So you can, you could add these to the dangle if you wanted to enhance a dangle here on the outside. I think what I will do is maybe add some fabric or some clusters. I don't know. I made them, but then I hadn't really thought through how I will specifically use them, but we'll figure out something today as we're hanging out. Hi, honey. Daughter just got home from school. So I think those are fun. And then I have a video out. You can go back and look on my channel where I made these hidden paper clips. So these are a fun thing too. You can clip them on the top. You can clip them to the side.
Yeah, those are great.
They're just a really kind of, they get addictive. They're really fun to make. So that's a cute thing to add to a page at the top or the side. And that's a fun way to decorate. Yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad you're doing good in Florida. I bet it's beautiful.
Yeah, I hope you're having nice weather. We finally got a little sun today after several days of kind of a January type weather. I was wearing my down coat yesterday.
It's still yucky here. It is still gloomy. In fact, I heard somebody on the radio, they were saying like here in LA, like we've had the coldest May on record with like the lowest temperatures.
Yeah, I think we're right there with you.
Mm-hmm. The sun is trying to come out today, but actually, I think I'm going to make, I had pulled out all these beads, so I think I'm actually going to make, before I work on those other dangles, and maybe I'll incorporate one into it, I'm going to make a similar dangle for my 2 Little Gardeners book, I think, since I have these beads out.
Can I just say how much I like using Fabri-Tac or Fabrifix? I love it. I love it. I love adding the trim, and it's like bam, it's on there. It's not going.
Is it better than fabric tack? Like, is it less sticky and gummy?
I don't know the difference. I've only had the Fabric Fix, the
Oh.
Fabric Fix from Beacon,
Okay.
and I often call it fabric tack, even though
Yeah.
it's not. No, I've only used that. I put it in one of those Sugar Bell bottles, like Gail Augustinelli does, and many others do too. She wrapped hers in lace. I thought that was really cute. Gives you more of a easier grip. It's not as slippery. So,
Oh, that's a good idea.
yeah, I like it. So yeah, I love trimming my pages with lace. I really love it. It works. It especially for these shorter pages in this book, when you use a regular page, it only goes so far and you have an extra inch.
Right.
So I like to add the lace, and then, when you close the book, it gives it a little bit of interest. Some people really like
Why am I
it
so
sticking out.
Let me see. I didn't mean to make me large there for so long.
Fabric tack is stronger. I prefer it, Mandy says. Oh, okay. I will have to try that. I'll have to try that. I haven't had any problems with the Fabric Fix yet, being durable, but I don't have a lot of projects that are very old and used, so that could show itself later as being a concern.
I just have a love-hate with fabric tack.
Yeah. Is that the brand that you have too?
Yeah, I have it, and it's just maybe that's the thing. Maybe I need to put it in a different container, but it's so gummy, and I don't know. It works well, but it's just like gloppy and gummy for me. I don't know.
Mine flows pretty well. This is not fabric tack, of course. It's Fabric Fix.
Okay, mine doesn't flow well at all.
I have had it where, if I don't put the pin in right away, it's going to get a little clogged, but that's different than what you're saying, I think. So, yeah, I got to find what works and go with it. I also like that I can, even though it tacks it down really nicely, I can move it around to some extent.
Yeah, you definitely have that move time with it for sure.
But even after, I have been known to, even after several minutes, decide, oh, that doesn't work, and I'll take it off. As long as what you put it on is thick enough, it's not going to rip it.
Oh.
I've done that before where I've taken it off. So yeah, there's that.
Ooh, Gwen, where are you? Yeah, I'm in Southern California. I am in Palos Verdes, so near San Pedro, like border of San Pedro, near Long Beach, that kind of area. South Bay, as we say. I know San Francisco, right? They call an area there South Bay, I think. But I'm in Los Angeles County, yeah.
East Bay, I think.
Oh, is that what they call it? East Bay? Okay.
I think they call an area East Bay, yeah. All right, what am I doing here? What am I doing? Yeah.
Ooh, Mandy says she mixed them. Ooh, that's good to know.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Good to know, Mandy. Good to know. Let's do some more trim.
Oh, okay. So you're not too far then. we're maybe, I don't know,
Oh, she's
maybe
near Anaheim.
40 minutes, maybe. Depends on
Cool.
traffic, of course. That's all.
Yes, yes.
That's all relative,
All right.
depending on the traffic.
I'll be in Studio City this coming week to see my daughter. I'm excited.
How long are you here for?
I will be from Tuesday night till Sunday morning.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. And we haven't decided. Last time I was there on February, we went to Disneyland. We might do California Adventure this time, or we might go Universal Studios, which is what I prefer. So I just want to go somewhere fun like that, you know.
Yeah.
Just kind of get into a different frame of mind. Relax.
I like those places. My son Ryan, they just had senior like grad night kind of thing, or it was a couple Saturdays ago at Disneyland. Or no, I'm sorry, it was a couple Mondays ago. Like ditch day, senior ditch day.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they had to be at school at 8, so it was like an all day thing at Disneyland, and then got back late, and it was fun. He said it seemed much smaller because we haven't, even though we're not that far, it's been a long time. We're a lot younger, and he said he thought it seemed very small.
Yeah, isn't that funny when you get older? Because it does look so big when you're there as a kid. Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hi, Kathy. Kathy's here.
Oh, hey, Kathy. Yeah, I said, welcome to being an adult. Well, he's 18, but welcome to adulthood when Disneyland seems small.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. You probably needed to have a nap, Kathy. That's good. You had a nap.
Yeah.
Right? Totally, Gwen. Yeah. It's all traffic.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. We do that a little bit here. We don't have quite as many freeways, but definitely, you know, half an hour or an hour different depending on what time of day it is.
Mm-hmm.
Or if there's an accident, heaven forbid, or a dignitary in town or something like that. Boy, that snarls things up. Oh, boy.
My son was out in Palm Springs for the weekend, and the boys came back Monday, and there was like no traffic. I was surprised. Of course, you know, they left fairly early in the morning, but they just breezed on home.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
They got lucky.
All right, where am I here? Kathy says her brain worked too hard the last 2 days.
Oh, making those. Oh my gosh, she made the cutest headbands. She sent me a picture. They're adorable.
Oh, Mandy, sorry. I was reading what Mandy said.
Oh.
Come down to Walt Disney World. Yeah, I have never been to Disney World. I've never been to Florida. So I know it's a whole different ball game as far as Disney goes down there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I get my steps at Disneyland, but it's not nearly as big.
I've been to both. It was a long time ago, like in my 20s, early 20s. I went to Walt Disney World.
Oh, fun.
It was really cool. In Epcot Center, right? I think there's a Epcot Center there. It was really cool. In Cape Canaveral, we did. That was kind of cool.
Classic.
In the middle of summer, it was very hot.
Oh, yeah.
It was very hot.
I bet it was. You see here in this journal, I have a lot of blank pages that need things, which is okay. I'll get to it eventually. Just going to add trim today. Add something there. Let's see, what do I have? Does anybody know, is this called eyelet trim? Do you call this eyelet trim?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, I would call that eyelet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bye, Debbie.
Bye, Debbie.
Enjoy your day. Thank you for coming.
I'm going to remove my sweater. I'm getting warm. Well, I found this eyelash yarn that I really like. So I'm going to try to put a little of that in there for a little tactile variation.
Did you find that yesterday when you were out looking at
ribbon? I had it in my little trim stash. I just came across it just now, just today. Yeah. Doesn't have any particular tie-in to this book, but I think I like how it feels and looks, so I'm going to use it. Yeah, I love eyelash trim. I don't have a lot of it. I have a little bit of it, but I think it's really cool. Yeah, it's fun. Combine some images with it. Oh, bye, Mary. Have a good day. Bye, Mary. Maybe I'm not going to use that. I'll use this one. Decisions. Oh, yes. I went ahead and put on some book corners too. I have here. Oh, those are cool. I was going to buy some of those a while back and then I just didn't do it. I think they're really neat. That's a nice finishing touch. I'm seeing here that my trim that I put on my cover is getting, a little dingy. Oh, is it white? Yeah, it's white. So that might not have been the best option for the back. But you never know, tell you. That's right. I wonder if you could put some of that spray. Right. What is that stuff? Scotch Guard. Yeah, some sort of sealant would be nice. I want a bow. I might need just some plain old ribbon. I'm going to go get my ribbon deal. My ribbon jar. That's the word, jar. Your big ribbon jar. Ribbon jar.
I took all my beads off and I'm starting over again. I didn't like my color combo.
Ribbons and trims, I guess, too. Here's my big ball jar. I like yours because it's wider at the top to reach in. That's a nice touch.
Yeah, I have a bunch. I'm kind of like, it's one of those things, I see those, I always pick them up. And I was going to look for a top for it because I think it was in my pantry. But I think I am not going to put a top on it because I think I'll be in and out of it often.
Sure, yeah.
I think I'll just leave it. But I mean, I only did that like a day ago, so I haven't had too long to play with it, but I think it's going to work well. Much better than the overflowing onto the floor, onto my desk. Oh, I forgot I had this whole. I forgot I had the whole bag of beads here. I have more choices.
Choices. Should I add some pom-pom trim? Kind of have a mix of ivory and white going on here. Am I okay with that? Probably.
It's pretty. It ties into the cover nicely. It makes me think of Alice with her white apron.
Yes. Apron. Oh. But again, that white's probably going to, over time, especially with ink around, probably pick up some of that ink. Probably should stay with ivory. I think it's a safer choice. Over white. Also, I wanted to, especially in this, I just remembered, ribbon roses for the part of the book where they're painting the roses red.
Oh, yeah.
How do I want to incorporate them? I have no ideas of how to incorporate them, but I want to somehow. I'll think about that. We'll think about it. I think I'm going to separate my white trim out.
Yeah, I need to do a full-on reorganizing of my ribbon drawer. It's out of control. And I did that at one time. I made bags, like bags of the white lace, and then the cream lace in another, and then multicolor. And it's all a big mess now. I need to reorganized it. Okay, I think that's good. Well, there goes the weed whacker again, like last week. Weed whacker guy.
Whacking those weeds.
And I'm just doing knots at the top of my little dangles here. And then I ended up just tying them on to the ball pin. I don't know if that's the greatest application, but that's how I ended up doing it.
Well, that sounds like it should work.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to put my do not disturb on. Office Depot is having a sale.
Good to know. Oh,
Put that on.
yeah, I guess it works.
Okay, there we go. Okay, there's one. I know you said last time you guys couldn't hear the weed whacker, but let me know if it gets too loud.
Okay.
And I'll shut the sliding glass door. Oh, they closed all your Office Depots? Oh, wow. So do you have like, what are the other ones? Staples?
They closed a bunch here too. I don't know if they closed all of them, but they definitely went away. A lot of them did.
I don't go in there as much as I used to when Pearly Girl was up and crazy. Seemed like I was in there constantly getting ink and reams of paper. I was in there a lot. And I like that they have, but again, I'm not doing that with that kind of ink where you could turn your ink cartridges in and then you got store credit. So that was nice.
Yeah.
With how quickly I was going through them. But they're nice to have close by. Of course, we're not, kids' school supplies and stuff. We're kind of past that.
Right.
The school supply days, but or close to it. That's one thing I won't miss is the crazy frenzy of the buying of the school supplies. It was always so stressful. Then you can't find, you're going to like multiple, like, oh no, they don't have, okay, let's go to Target. Oh, go to Target, because everybody's.
Yeah, you end up, if you wait too long, they sell out.
Yeah, then you're in big trouble, and oh my gosh.
One year, I remember there was a big run on college rule composition books. Like you couldn't find them. All you could find were the wide rule. So.
Oh yeah, and they do not. Yeah, they do not
They
want
didn't
the
want that.
whiteboard.
Yeah, they didn't want that. The teachers were adamant that it had to be the other thing. So they closed the local Staples, but I think there's still one in a bigger town, Kathy says.
Yeah. I don't get over to this. I don't know. I don't get it. We have a Staples too, but it's over the next like big town over Torrance.
Mm-hmm. I feel
I
like
don't get over there.
Staples here is the more dominant than Office Depot for some reason. And then there was Office Max. I don't know if that.
Oh yeah, I don't. I'm not sure if we have an Office Max. You know where I used to buy a lot of my copy paper back in the day was Big Lots. Did you guys have? Do you remember Big Lots?
We do have one. I don't often.
Oh,
go
you
in.
have one still?
Yeah.
Ours closed. I think we had. Well, one that was closer by. It definitely is closed.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to buy, yeah, they had really, it's probably cheapest of the cheap. They had very inexpensive reams of copy paper. So I actually used to get it there. And they used to have a really fun, this little office supply section that I liked.
I kind of wonder if the, dollar stores were never on my radar, but they seem to be now, dollar stores. I wonder if the advent of the dollar store has kind of taken the thunder out of, those other
Probably
stores like we mentioned. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big Lots.
I loved it. Like when the kids were little too, it's like you could find like sometimes good toys, like at the holidays, and their decorations are really cute, like holiday decorations.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what is in that kind of.
That's right, Kathy. Then you get stuck with the leftover school supplies. Yeah, that they end up not
Yes.
using. Those lists sometimes were very general, and you get everything on the list and then find that those teachers they had weren't using all of that.
Yeah. I have to say, so the year my daughter, this was very enlightening to me. Every year after that, when my daughter was in kindergarten, the teacher that she had, I think it was like her first year of teaching. So she was given a classroom. I think a teacher hadn't been in that, hadn't been used for a bunch of years. I think they expanded. I think they had enough kids that they needed an additional kindergarten teacher. So she was in this room. It was, new to her. Maybe it was her second year. And then of course there was a downsizing. And so, she had to get, her room cleaned out at the end of the year. And I wasn't the room mom, but I was very active and did a lot of volunteering that year. Wait, let me go close this lighter. It's very loud. Yeah. So I volunteered to, help her pack and just kind of organize all her stuff. And so I started going through the cabinets that were in this room. I can't even convey how many unused supplies.
Wow.
There must have been hundreds of scissors and I mean, any like crayons, just mounds and mounds and mounds. So maybe this room was where they would put the supplies that were used or left over. It was quite eye-opening.
I bet.
I mean, pencils, everything that we would get on a list, it was just by the multitude, like so many in the cabinets of this room. And I thought, why do they keep asking every year and all this stuff is here? It was more than enough. It was probably for like 3 times the amount of kindergarten classrooms that was there. And after that, I was like, wow.
Just not very efficient.
No, it's so wasteful and not necessary. And I was just like, I was like, did you know? And she's like, oh my, I think she didn't even know what was in the cabinets. She was just using a few. And she was just like, oh my goodness. And I said, yes. Oh my goodness. Is right.
Yep. Wow. I'm working on attaching this little pocket watch. I'm deciding how I want to do it.
Yeah, the kids left them, but I think, it was probably, I mean, I don't know, maybe that was just the classroom. It was old and it had all these actually really cool like wood cabinet built-ins, and some of them were like really high. Like you had to get on a step stool, to get up in there. And yeah, it was probably all the supplies that were left over at the end of each year, but there were so many, like they probably could have gone years without putting out a school supply and paint. Oh my gosh, it was just so much. It was just so overwhelming how much there was. They should have said, guess what? We're not asking anybody. Yeah, we
got it.
We have it covered this year. Yeah, I think definitely once, well, my son graduates next Thursday, but I need to go through our stuff, and I know we have things that we'll never use, where I bought multiples of like dry erase markers, and so I can officially clean that out and donate. I probably should take them to one of the schools. Probably is what I should do.
Add to their.
I'll go to their elementary school and I'll say, can I put these in room 1? No.
Yeah.
Do you still have all those cabinets full of all the supplies from 15 years ago?
Right. They'll probably be like, well, we don't use that anymore.
Yeah. Oh, that classroom's been empty. Yeah, I think it was always the one that, if they didn't need that as many kindergarten classrooms, then it was right next to the office. So then it would just, it wouldn't get used. It was always empty.
Extra room. Woo-woo. Can you hear that siren?
Yes.
I was wondering if the noise canceling was working or not.
Yeah.
Guess not. We have a fire station really close. Sometimes it's the fire truck, sometimes it's something else. But
yeah, we have one up the hill too. I'm surprised we don't hear it as much, but I think we're like a little kind of far from the main. We're like a couple blocks over for the main road they take.
That's good. Well, I just put the little pin through the spine and it seemed to work. I'm going to adjust it, but that's an easy way to attach.
Did you just poke a hole?
I just put it through with the pin. Didn't even have to poke a hole.
Like through the material, or you went through the board? The cardboard. Oh.
And the material. I'm going to do it again.
Yeah, I may do that, or I will adjust where I put the grommet thing.
Yeah. I'll use my pliers to get a grip here.
It's taking me a very long time to tie. I was doing a lot of yard work. Our yard has been overrun by weeds. and our gardener isn't weeding.
Yeah.
And so I was out trying to take back control
Yes.
of our yard, and my hands are so sore.
Like that. That's a lot of work. Yes, the little clock watch thingy is very cute. Now I see, I said how easy this was, and now I'm trying to adjust it, and it's not quite as easy as it was the first time. Trying to move it over a little bit. There we go. Yes, the white rabbit is late for a very important date. There we go. And it was kind of cheating because it already has a couple little dangles on there. Oh, there's an airplane going by. Oh my goodness, so many sounds. It's like I'm living in a city or something. Because I do.
Is it kind of rural where you live, or is it city?
It's like
hustle bustle?
Yeah, it's a hustle bustle little suburb. It's a big suburb actually. I was saying because my daughter still lives in Seattle in one of the old neighborhoods there, Ballard, and that's where she grew up. We lived there for 25 years, had a house there. And so I went to visit her last week, and I was telling her that it, well, first of all, I really miss it. I was very emotional when I drove in across the
Oh,
bridge.
was it?
Yeah, I was just like, oh, all the good times. Yeah. But it feels so much smaller actually in a lot of ways than it does here outside of Seattle proper. So because I don't know, it just, people walk, they have their dogs. It's a nice neighborhood with a lot of, things to go do, but it also feels just sort of small. Maybe it is because of the age. It's, over 100 years old, that neighborhood. And
oh, wow.
Just there's a large Norwegian population there over the years. Lots of fishermen had come in and established there. So maybe that has something to do with the feel of it. Anyway, I miss it. It was a great place to live and close to downtown. So my husband had an easy commute.
Do you, is it like, would you see yourself maybe retiring there, or do you think you guys will stay where you're at?
It's definitely, there are still some people who stay there, especially, again, the Norwegian population. There's a big Norwegian heritage museum there. Leif Erikson Hall, kind of, things like that, clubs and things. So a lot of folks actually have stayed there, and even will say, oh, I went to Ballard High, which is where my daughters went, because it's been there forever. And I'm like, why don't you leave? Why don't you go somewhere else? But I guess they have no reason to. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know if I would. I probably wouldn't. I'd probably go someplace a little warmer, farther south. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I like it there. And they've during the time that we lived there, they changed some building codes, so they had bigger buildings built and like condos, more multi-unit residential. So that brought in more younger, families, lots of the tech people,
right?
Because of the being so close to downtown, easy commute to University of Washington campus. Just so many ways to get around, even though, it's very pricey still to live there.
Right.
so that with the more concentration of population came more restaurants, more nightclub kinds of nightlife kind of. So a younger crowd is what I'm getting at. So like my daughter, being in her mid-20s, it really is suited to her, which is funny because when she was little, it was really more of a quieter kind of bedroom community. And now it's more, it's kind of grown with her.
With that kind of hip and good places to eat.
Hipster. We used to
walkable and get around.
Less street parking availability. In fact, they started, about 20 years ago, they started charging for parking, and that was an adjustment. I was like, I have to pay for parking in my own neighborhood.
Yeah.
But that's that's how it grows. How cities grow. So.
All right, I'm going to mute for just a second because I have to use my camera. I think it's the only way I can accomplish this. So I'll be right back.
Or you're going to be pounding with a hammer. Tried planting 3 inherited lavender bushes the other day, mostly pebbles in the bed. Then it started raining, so they're sitting in a divot. So you need to get, I love lavender too. I planted a bush in the house in Ballard, and it just went nuts. Didn't have to do much to it except trim it back every year. I loved, cutting the fresh lavender and making lavender wands and things like that. Why do I always do that reverse of the way I really want to do it? I just like the look of it the other way.
Okay. I need to get these grommets that fit my crocodile.
Mm-hmm.
Although I should just keep using those big ones. That's what I should do. I need to use up all the big. I need to get real crazy with the grommets and then use them all up, and then
that's a tough one. Yeah,
get ones that fit.
Yeah, that's a tough one because you want to use it, but you want to use your tool as well. Yeah,
and it cuts like butter.
Wow.
Wow, through this this cardboard and stuff, and even these little cardboard things, and I have probably 2 or 3 coats of Mod Podge on them. It's just like nothing.
Wow.
Nothing. No. Very easy on the hands. So this grommet I put higher than I did on the Richard Scarry one. It's kind of hard to see, but I think it lays much nicer with the grommet a little bit higher.
I like that better.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see, but I have it a little bit higher.
Cute. I like that.
And I think I like that little ribbon on there. Let's see, what do I have that coordinates? There's so many colors going on. Really, I could use anything. That doesn't match. Decisions. You know, did I tell you guys what I did like a couple weeks ago? So I had this skirt. It was one of those, not hippie skirts, but like the elastic waist.
Mm-hmm.
And it was super flowy, like it had gotten to where I loved wearing it, but then I would put it on and then I would ask like Jim and the kids, I'm like, does this make me look big? It was one of those.
Yeah.
It was just real. It was like it just was wide, and maybe because it's white and the layers, one of those cotton. So I had it in my fabric drawer, and then I asked my daughter, I'm like, okay, do you want this or if you don't want it? And I said, okay, I'm ripping into it.
Uh-huh.
So this is like the bottom layer. It's the best. It's just this really see-through-y cotton, and I've been using it like crazy.
That's fun.
Yeah. I mean, it'll probably, this is like the underneath layer. So the top is maybe a little bit thicker, maybe not as see-through, but oh my gosh, it rips really well. It's like my
Nice.
All right. I don't know if I like any of this.
It was meant to be that you transition from it being
exactly
to
I'm giving it a new life.
Yeah.
Not really vibing on anything. Maybe lace. Maybe I'll use this.
Oh, just realized I don't have my glasses on.
Yeah, gauzy. Oh, it would, Terry, I bet. Oh my gosh. It would dye really well. Oh, I have to try that. I have like taken like the Distress Oxide and kind of run that over it a few times just to kind of grunge it up, but it would. And it rips like, I mean, you almost don't even need to cut it. Oh my gosh, it rips like a dream. Like, look at that.
Nice.
It's so good. It's like the best. I had I was gifted some like ribbon kind of dangles that had a bunch of I don't know if I have any of that left. It was more kind of, I think I've used it. Oh, maybe I used it on here, but it was like kind of a, you can't really see, like kind of a polyester. And I think I used the last of it, but I love that ribbon. I was like very sparingly I used it, but I think this cotton is just as good and nice. Ooh, it would dye really well. Okay, I think I'm gonna do this. Kind of vintage looking.
Just paint it or dip it in. Oh.
Wasn't that satisfying? ASMR. So good. Yeah, I could paint. I could acrylic. Would work really great. So I'm trying to think. So tomorrow on Vintage Craft and Chat will be our big open discussion about creative block.
Yay.
So I'm really looking forward to it. I kind of started going through my notes, and I was last night making more cohesive notes because, as we all know, I jump around a lot. I squirrel when I talk. So I was just trying to make notes so I kind of keep to so it kind of flows as we start to talk about it. But then I was trying to think of I don't know if I should just have something like put the camera down and just have something relaxing that maybe I'm doing as we talk. I think, like maybe do a masterboard or something that I can, I don't know though if I can concentrate on that, but I think I'll probably do something like that. So it won't quite be a project, but at least it'll be something kind of relaxing.
Yeah, I like that idea.
right, to kind of look at as we're talking. And
Mhm.
it was so funny because I was watching. I was saying to my daughter, I said, "Yeah, I think those are the two topics that come up most often, like for the past couple of years of doing this, is glue, right? We all talk about
Yeah,
glue
that's right.
constantly. Glue is such a big thing, and then just creative block or like getting stuck or how to."
Mhm.
And I was watching. I think it was recorded, so I think I had missed live. I was watching something last night and just caught a few minutes of it when I was cooking dinner. And yeah, it was, crafters kind of in the paper crafting, junk journaling, and they were talking about it too.
Mhm.
It just comes up. That's just something that's so common
Yeah.
to all of us.
Mhm.
Oh, what's Kathy? She said she'll have to rewatch. Oh, rewatch tomorrow. Yes. Well, I'd rather go to a charity shop.
Oh yeah.
I'd go
Well,
to a charity shop. You know what I saw, LeAnne, too? It popped
what?
up this morning. It popped up in my feed. Um, these two young ladies had gone to what's that cool craft place
Oh
in
yeah. Is it in
Pasadena?
Burbank? Is that?
Yeah. No, it's what is it called? I think you and your daughter went there,
Yeah.
right? What is
Yeah, I
it
can't.
called?
Is it
With an
Reese?
R.
Reese something?
Oh, what is
I
it?
can't think of it either. Yeah, Bridget's been there a few times since too. She loves it. She said they changed ownership or management or something
Oh, okay.
recently.
I'll have to. It looked very similar, like like the plastic bins and sort of how but I was doing more kind of assemblage stuff and that kind of flat lay mixed media stuff last time I went. I wasn't as involved in the junk journaling. So
Mhm.
I was like, "Oh my gosh." Because I totally
Yeah.
forgot about it. Wasn't on my radar. So I'm like, "Oh, I think I will have to do a trip there this summer."
Yes, they have
Um,
bolts of fabric and
yes, because I
strands of
didn't
paper.
I think I bought a small bundle of fabric when we were checking out, but I didn't look at the fabric, and then they were showing like just drawers of the embroidery thread and
Yeah,
cards and all the office supply, because I was looking for just different, like totally different things at the time.
yeah, yeah, different vibe.
Oh, I want to go there.
Yeah, that was fun. Oh, thank you, Terry. Thank you. I know this isn't trims, but I wanted to trim this page before I figured out where this was going to sit, so that it was, I don't know, spaced out. I do want to put something here against the spine. I'm not quite sure what that's going to be yet. Because
Oh,
I
right
feel like
there.
it's screaming for something. Maybe I could put some more lace.
Some more lace or some washi,
Mm-hmm.
or you could even like glue like paper, maybe even.
Like a decorative paper.
Yeah,
Like
just like
layer
a strip.
layer the patterns a
Mhm.
little bit.
That would be really cute. Oh, that would be cute.
Yeah. Oh, I could even do bring it out here. Get to a torn edge. Isn't it funny? I love rickrack, but I think I'm regretting the rickrack for this particular journal because I've gone to, well, I don't know. I've gone to more of, kind of lacy Victorian type of vibe
Mm-hmm.
with the distressing.
Oh, as you've been decorating, as it
Mhm.
evolved.
Yeah. I don't know.
Could you would you rather have lace there?
Perhaps I could always cover it.
Uh-huh.
Here. This is like a washi sticker. We'll have to see how it looks on the green instead of having a white background, you know. And then in just a sec, I'm going to go get my glasses. I should have had all along.
I don't even know. I cannot even see without my glasses.
Yeah.
I couldn't even function.
I'm in that in between
Oh, you're okay.
phase where especially when I'm on my computer, I can see my computer so much better without them, but I need sight close up and then far away. So the middle range, I don't need them.
Oh, you're totally in between that. Because I could not see. I mean, I couldn't. Yeah. If I take, well, I mean, I can see the laptop, but I can't read. Like I see that Nancy just came in. I can make out the shape of Nancy Smith, but I can't see what she wrote. And hello, Nancy. Oh no, you came in up above. I missed that.
See, if I put my glasses on, then I look at the screen, I can't see it as clearly as without. But if I'm working down here, it's helpful to have my glasses on. I can see so much better.
I hope you're having a good week, Nancy.
Hi, Nancy.
We're glad you're here, that's for sure.
Oh, it's nice to see you.
All right, I need to stop fussing with this and move on to something else. All right, so there's the finished dangle on this one.
Look at that.
So again, I have just so many of these little charms. So I think it turned out cute. And then I just put some of that Dollar Tree crochet ribbon that we love. And then the Rippy ASMR gauzy skirt. Yeah,
Well,
I think it's good. It kind of ties in. This book has so many colors going on. Like crazy with the colors. So yeah, I think that's cute.
Very cute.
I think that'll look nice.
Yeah, I have my simple little watch thing going on. I added a ribbon bow and a ribbon rose to dangle off there. I just wrapped the wire around.
Oh, that's so cute. Is that a fabric? Oh, I see. Oh,
Yeah,
that's so
ribbon.
cute. Oh my gosh, that's cute.
I have, look how many I have. This is a hoard right here.
Oh, that's nothing.
Is it nothing? Okay, good. Good. It makes me feel better.
Oh, yeah. I had a huge box full. Well, I had a huge box full and then I shoved them. I tried to make them fit into 2 big apothecary jars. Oh, that's so cute. I love that.
This one says, drink me. The little charm right here says, drink me. And this is a working watch if I take out the little plastic deal.
Oh.
It's a working watch.
Oh my gosh, that's adorable, LeAnne.
It does have a hinge on it. I wonder if it opens. And if it does, what's the purpose of the opening? Let's see.
Maybe it has a little secret compartment.
Yeah, it does. Or I'll break it. See, there's a hinge at the bottom.
Oh, there is.
I remember. I bought this so
See,
long
Kathy
ago.
said she has a garbage. Kathy has us both beat. Kathy has a garbage can
What?
filled with silk flowers.
Okay, I feel better.
Yeah.
That's great. Lots
I
to
just
choose
have
from.
the millinery, kind of the millinery style, like yours.
I guess I can add a few more roses.
So cute.
Maybe a white rose.
Okay.
We're painting the roses red. We're painting the roses red. Do, 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 do.
Okay. Which ones go with this?
Nancy likes the lace. Thank you very much, Nancy. And put all the different laces in here. Have you thought about if you want some sort of closure on your book, Julie?
Well, mine, because I'm not done decorating, I mean, they stay, if it's flat, it's fine. It's not really super puffy.
Gonna flap open.
Yeah. And if I stand it up, which I've been standing them up behind me quite a bit, I mean, it's starting. It's starting to get there.
Mm-hmm.
So probably, yeah, as
At some point.
working through it, I might, that's so cute right there. Yeah, with a bow, I might start to tie something around it.
Yeah, I'm not sure I want to do that just because of her covering her up, but I want to try. I haven't done this yet, and it would be helpful to have one of those little grommet things.
Yeah.
Just putting a hole here and then putting a tie, and you just wrap it around. Some people use those little hair tie elastics and put like a button or a little post here.
Right.
That around, really nice and easy. So many different ideas.
Yeah, I like the way that looks with a little, like something smaller.
A little, yeah. Mm-hmm. Looks kind of professional too. When reminds me of those old diaries with the little lock right here. The
right.
Mm-hmm. Those are fun.
Yeah, that's the one thing. I mean, it would do that too if I had, ribbon across here too. It would cover it up. So that's that's kind of the thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I think once I get it kind of fully decorated, but then yeah, I might do something like that. Okay. So I'm trying to see where these little paper clips go. That's cute. I don't know if I should cover this up. I'm not into this yellow like office ledger paper.
Yeah.
Well, it's not exciting me at all.
I felt that way about this. And so to reduce the visual of it, I just folded it.
Oh, good idea.
So then there's less of it, and then I could peek over. I also, for this one, I glued it down on top and bottom and made it a pocket with the following page. Now you have a pocket.
And now I can't because I put.
Well, yeah, but that's okay. You can.
No, but that's better. Just right away. I like that better.
Yeah.
I liked the yellow because there's so much yellow on this page. So I like the thought of that, but okay.
Yeah.
Now I like it.
And then you could put, if you wanted a little sticker, you could decorate a little portion of it if you want, or like what you're doing there with the clip.
Yeah, let me see if this.
Yeah.
Whoop, That
one
kind
here
of work,
too.
but I like the idea of a little sticker or something down here too.
And it gives it that interactive kind of touch too. Trim this
I
back.
don't know if that one's gonna stay there. Ooh, okay, what can I do? Like a little sticker or a cluster. I have my little mushroom stickers.
Looks good by the flowers. Let's see. Oh yeah. Kathy said the same thing. Looks good with the flowers.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
I put it there because I was like, okay, I love the yellow next to it, but I don't know. I just keep flipping by it and not super excited about doing anything with it.
Mm-hmm.
These kind of aren't bright enough. What happened to all my little clusters? Where do I put things?
Yeah. Thanks, Kathy. Like just with that by itself, maybe that's all it needs. I felt like I needed something here. That's what I'm working on.
I don't know. I think that fills up the page nicely.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like, you could just like visually put something there and then see what it looks like, but I like that. What does everybody else think? Let's see. Kathy says, I like how you had that page arranged the first time, LeAnne. It's getting too busy.
Yeah.
In the map behind. Yeah, I think it's good because you have the lace to the right. It's nice and clean on the left.
Mm-hmm. I think that it's just this transition that
Just which we probably can't see as well. Is it because you can see where the stitching it, like the
edge.
Oh, okay.
The edge, yeah, a little bit of that too. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's attached there, but it's okay. Just me being a little too picky, probably.
Yeah, Terry's saying try a thin strip of the roses paper if you want to cut it, if you're not going to use it for something else, maybe try a thin. Or what about decorative? What if you leave the left side of it straight and then use maybe decorative scissors? I don't know. Or maybe or maybe just the simplicity of straight is good. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. See what I have.
think I'm gonna glue some of this on. My mass quantity of dangle trim.
Kathy says perfect.
Ooh, I wonder if I should run this through my dryer. It's like a lot of dust
Yeah.
off of this ball stuff here.
The lint roller. Now I'm feeling like there's too much because of the pattern here, this pattern, this pattern. I don't know. Might be taking it too far. Might be taking it too far. Maybe a solid color. No. No. Okay, yeah, some texture instead. Don't know where I had some burlap strips. Where did I put that? Maybe in this drawer. I thrifted all this thick, I don't know what this is, thick fabric. It's like fabric paper.
Ooh.
Thick and all kinds of crazy patterns. It's like, I don't know
Wow,
what.
that's cool. It almost does look like wallpaper, huh?
Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do with all of it.
Wow.
Some of it's like embossed.
Uh-huh.
There's been a little glitter action, so that's spreading on everything. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It has a weird kind of perfumey smell, too.
I feel like the crafters must not donate their things at my thrift stores. I never find anything like that.
Well, this and tons of paper and file folders and just so many things like that end up at the bins, and that's where I got this. These were at the bins, but often they're just in a box, and you can tell somebody just maybe cleaned out someone's craft room or office, maybe an estate clean out kind of.
Oh yeah.
And then they don't have anything. I don't know. It just takes a lot of time, I think, to sort and then put them on the shelves of a traditional thrift store. So they just end up throwing them at the bins.
Yeah, because they'd have to put it in a bag and deal with it, sort it.
Yeah, I can make tags with those. That's a good idea. I don't know where I put my burlap. That's okay. Let's move on. Let's move on to something else. Let's move along. Keep up on my drinking water.
Ooh, I haven't had any water. Good reminder.
Mhm. Keeps my brain functioning.
Kathy says soak them in vinegar mixed with lemon juice to get the smell out. It worked pretty good. Mm.
Hmm.
I'm going to use some of this fray check.
Oh yes, I was meaning to get mine out for the ribbon, the ends of the ribbons.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I'll just use a little white glue. I feel like it does a similar
Similar. Mm-hmm.
thing. Let's do that. Fabric Fusion, permanent fabric adhesive. This came out of my mom's stuff. Oh yeah, that's like, it's kind of like Fabric Fix,
Oh.
but it's Aleene's.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. So many glues. This
I've been using up that Aleene's, this tacky glue. I think maybe I showed you guys last week.
Yeah.
And I've been watering it down
Mm-hmm.
to try to use it up. It's been working fairly well.
Oh, because it was like a dried out bottle.
Well, it's just, yeah, I guess the name tacky, it's kind of,
Oh, I
kind
see.
of like the Fabri-Tac. It's super thick. Doesn't flow very well. But yeah, it could be too because it doesn't have its original top.
Well, I see people with if you're worried about, if the reason you don't like it being so thick and tacky is that it leaves an impression on the top of your paper after you put it down. I see people, taking a card and smoothing out their glue before they put it down. I don't know if that would help.
Oh, yes.
Before they put the paper down.
And I've been, I don't even know what this is from. This was in my mom's stuff. I think it's is it like a protector for like a dresser?
Oh,
maybe?
yeah, it's a caster for under your wheels.
Right.
Furniture, yeah.
I think I just have this one, but I use this all the time. So I put my glue in here. So rather than, because I just have the little Dollar Tree, like Mod Podges. So I put it in there. And the cool thing is, and so then I use a paintbrush, but the cool thing is as it dries, you can just peel it off.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't stick to it.
Right, because it's glass. So
nice.
That's been a good.
That's handy.
Ooh, you think it glows even though it's clear? Does clear glow?
I think some does. Oh, great.
I'll have to test it. I have my black light. I used to keep it next to me in my cart, but I don't know where did I put it? Maybe I do have it behind me. My antique thing here. Huh. I don't know where I put it. I have everything else in here. Full of crazy stuff. Look at this, like cool. I just pulled this out of the cupboard. I kept it to like hang stuff on. Like I could hang like the patriotic ornament, the bingo card that I made last week.
Oh yeah.
I thought, oh, it was my mom's, but I'm like, oh, I'm going to keep that too. But it's like sitting in this cabinet behind me.
Yeah.
It's like a dressmaker's measuring thing, I think.
That's neat.
Yeah, I don't know what did I do. It might be in the other cabinet, but I'll try to test it. All right, there's my little things. Maybe I'll put red. So I have a lot of red and turquoise.
How do you like this? I remembered I had this trim.
Oh, that's cute.
It's just a sticker.
I like that.
Yeah.
Plus, isn't that the floor, like the red or the black and white? Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what I was going for. A little bit.
That's a great idea, Kathy. One of those little magnets. One of those little tiny magnets. Yeah, Terry likes it. Yeah, I think that looks nice.
Okay.
Yeah, nice and clean. Yeah, I like it.
Adds a little bit, but not too much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it doesn't detract away from the card that you made. Very cute.
Okay. Oh, what's that? Oh, little stacked hat boxes. Cute. Topiaries. Those would be fun to put in here. Thank you for your feedback, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Helps me.
My daughter's always my.
Yeah.
I go traipsing down the hall into her room.
Yep.
I'm like, what? Okay, what do you think of this?
Yep. Me too. My daughter. Nice to have them help.
Mm-hmm.
Have a second pair of eyes.
Does John give you like good feedback, or does he just go,
Yeah.
"Oh,
Yeah.
that's cute," or
He just likes he just he'll just agree.
yeah, that's what Jim does. And then sometimes I could tell he'll look at me and I could tell he's thinking, "What the heck is that?" It's
Well,
cute,
or-
but what is it? What's the purpose?
Yeah.
He'll be
Yeah.
like, what's the purpose?
Right.
Oh, I like that there.
Hey, Kathy. Kathy Picasso Cat is here.
Hi, Kathy.
Hello.
How are you?
Chessboard. I don't know if I have a chessboard. I could probably find a printable or something to print out. But something I don't really utilize enough is, if I have an idea, maybe look on Pinterest or, find some printable that will, Etsy, I guess, is the place that will fit rather than I tend to just use what I have and not go search for more. But
I love Pinterest. I run across lots of great shops like that. That little bit of printable I used last week.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh my gosh, what a great website. And then I'm like, what a great YouTube channel she has.
Yeah, that's fun.
Actually, and I saw she has a bunch of Alice in Wonderland stuff on her
Oh,
website.
okay.
Printables, like free printables.
Nice. Yeah, I could just, that's another way to go, is just drawing one, like Kathy said.
Oh yeah.
Could just, I want to do that more, put more elements of just freehand drawing, basically, or little doodles, or I forget the name of the term that they use for writing that's not legible, but it's just sort of like this, where it's just squiggles that look like to represent writing. So.
Oh yeah, I was watching somebody do that one day. I was like, oh my gosh, that looks so cool.
And it looks very therapeutic too, if you just kind of let yourself do it.
Right.
That's what I need to do. Let myself be creative like that.
I think we should, it would be fun to come up with some kind of challenge thing or something.
Oh yeah, that
I
would
don't
be
know
fun.
what we could come up with as a group.
Yeah, colored pencils. Yep. I got a whole set of gel pens that I barely touched, expressly for that purpose of making, doodles, adding color, doing that, like on that card where you said, oh, did you stitch that? And I hadn't. I just made little dotted lines to mimic stitching.
Right. And it was so cute.
But yeah, this was my Christmas gift to myself, the set of little ink joy pens.
Oh yeah.
I'll get crazy with those one of these days. Let's just tuck that in there for now.
Okay, that's good. All right, what next?
What are you up to today, Kathy? Picasso cat, plaid fabric. Yep, I like that idea too. I also like the stripes. I pulled this out to use somewhere. I haven't used it yet anywhere in here. Like that. A lot. I like it a lot. What can I do? I glued these kitties in here.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. It is shiny. I was thinking of maybe going over it with some Mod Podge, making it more matte, but I like it okay. Ooh, I could put this eyelash trim, tuck that in a.
Oh, that would be cute by the kitties.
They like to play with yarn. Oh no, I'm running out. Running out of it.
I made this one. I added another pocket the other day.
Oh, good. That's cute.
It's cute. It is a little scooter. And then I used, I think this is one of the books I got from the Kiki Hall.
Uh-huh.
It
Nice.
had the school book that had the black and white and then the red in there.
Yeah.
Really cute. So it's like this is a pocket. And then this, I need to come up with a little tag for this little one. And then I need something really big. Actually, and it has a pocket behind, a pocket inside the envelope. So it's actually, I need to build like 4 things.
Darling. I've been going so hard on Alice. I haven't really touched my other little ones.
Richard
Button
Scary.
friends. Yeah. I need to get to that. They're so cute. This little guy with his little striped shirt is just my favorite.
Oh my gosh, they're so cute.
Love him.
Which one is that? Let me see the front of it again. Oh,
Duck
Duck and his friends. That's right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I actually have a copy of this with my name in it, and that I'm saving.
Aw.
Yes. So yeah, I need to. This one doesn't really have much going on yet. We sewed the signatures in, and that was it.
Yeah, I don't have much in my. I don't think I have much in here. I just did that one that we did. Well, I guess I have a few things, but not a lot.
Ooh.
Actually, I have more than I thought I had.
Mandy asked, are you going to do another book in July? For example, a little golden book Christmas in July theme. I love that idea.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Would love to do something. Yeah, Christmas in July.
I do have a few little golden books that I want to make that are Christmas related to make and maybe sell. I might sell a couple of those, but I better get busy if I'm going to do that.
I'm always behind. Every year I say, okay, I'm going to be way ahead, like 6 months ahead. I'm going to go way ahead. I never do. Oh my goodness.
Oh, well. So I need to sit down and concentrate on finding, every time I see one of your little tags with a little character or something, I think I really need to find some things to fussy cut and like the little, focal points.
Right.
Center points, because I feel like I'm lacking in those. Do you just, when you come across cute things, do you just put them aside and like gather them, or do you go and look specifically for something that you're using?
Yeah, well, I have that big Richard Scary, like the super big one. So a lot of them came from there, but it just depends. At the beginning I tried to gather, I sourced from that big Richard Scary, and then I've just kind of pulled out things here and there out of other children's books. But like, Debbie sent a bunch of these on packages, so some of them came from her.
Oh, okay.
It just depends on what I run across. And the thing too, I don't know if it's made it difficult for me. I'm kind of like doing a lot of bunny things, so I'm like doing a lot of bunny and mushroom, but then sometimes it kind of, well, of course I have goats. I have some random goats, goats I have to put in, but this came from a different children's book. So yeah, I think I need to loosen up a little bit. Maybe I'll do like animals. Well, here's an owl.
Oh yeah, I love that little owl.
Yeah, the little owl. I think this was one I got from Debbie, but like this page is not, it's just, I did bird. So I did bird fussy cuts out of one of my bird books. And then that ended up being like a bird tag. Yeah, it just depends. And actually, like last night, I was looking for something, and I've been trying to put things aside to do. Where did it go? I like literally threw it on the other side. I've been looking for things for the Japanese theme journal that I want to do for my daughter. And so like I ran across this in some kids' dictionary, so I cut that out, and that'll go in my bin for that journal, which I think it's going to be a journal. I don't quite know. Probably a little mini journal. So
that's neat.
Oh, thank you, Nancy. Yeah, this one has it has lots of, I'm not sure if you're talking about the Richard Scary or the gardening one, But this one has a lot of flowers. And this one's kind of ode to my mom. So I'm putting, lots of flowers. I had the most beautiful garden. And her mom too, my Nana. They were, and her father. They were like green, like green thumb. We had the most wonderful backyard garden always. Oh my gosh. I would just go back there and, pick like fresh strawberries off the vine, and they don't always have like peas and just all kinds of fruit and
Wow, how nice.
lots of flowers and gardening stuff. Yeah. All right. How am I going to attach these dangles that I made that are so cute?
Do you or any of your neighbors have citrus trees? I know that you guys can grow lemons and things like that in your garden.
Yeah, we don't. When we bought this house, we actually ended up having to remove a lot of trees because they were like way too close to the house, and they were like root issues. And then we had a lot that were kind of rotted. So I think we had a grapefruit that we had to take out because it had some kind of diseasey thing.
Yeah.
Going on. But like our neighbor right next door, she has like tangerines, like orange kind of tangerines. So she brings those over. We have a neighbor maybe 3 doors away that has lemons, and she'll bring us a big bag of lemons. But we have more stone fruit. So we have like plums and nectarines, but the squirrels eat all of them.
Oh, yes.
We never can, like maybe last year, because we'd had so much rain, we were able to like a couple pieces of fruit ripened, and we were able to get them before. But the squirrels also eat all the buds off. So
they eat the buds, so they never even make it to.
They eat the buds, and then the buds they don't get to, then and it's like they watch them. They know. They know, like right, we're watching them, the squirrels are watching them, like they're getting ripe, and then you go out and they're gone.
They know what's going on.
They know. And the only one, which is interesting, that they don't touch, we have an Asian pear. They don't touch the Asian pears at all. So I don't know if it's because, because they're hard. The skin is really hard on the Asian pear versus the standard pear. I don't know if those came from Europe or whatever that standard one. So they don't touch those. Yeah. And then we have a mango tree that we planted maybe 3 or 4 years ago. It's not growing super fast, but we haven't had any fruit on it. So we'll see. We'll see about that. But yeah, there's a lot. I wish we had avocado tree. When I grew up in San Diego County and Fallbrook, we always had avocado trees on both of our houses, both the houses my mom and stepdad own. In fact, the second one, they probably had maybe 15 avocado trees on that property. Oh my gosh, it was so nice. It was so, and the neighbors all had them. The only thing with the avocados, you'd have, like, if they got too ripe and they fell, their dog would eat them. My parents' dog.
And then the pit you worry about.
Yeah, she gets to them really quick because she loved them. So you'd have to like really watch it.
I want to say hi to Joyce. Joyce Boring is here. Hello.
Hi, Joyce. How are you?
How's your day?
We're glad you're here.
Yeah. Adding trims and tassels to our little books here. I'm adding some washi tape, which I really enjoy for just filling those little spaces and adding little touches, touches of color. Clear that down.
I'm not sure where to put my little dangles that I had such fun making. Now I'm like, where am I going to put them?
Yeah.
Where are they going to go? Oh, cute there. Are you up to anything crafty today, Joyce?
This is screaming.
There.
Confusion.
Maybe I could put one of those ornaments in there. Kind of like that. Where's my thingamajigger?
Yeah, I'll just do that. Let's see what it'll look like on the black. Not much today, collecting and going through junk mail to make a journal. Nice.
Ooh, that's good.
Nice, nice. Oh, I thought it might be dark. Okay, I gotta put on. I'm gonna leave it on the white. Smooth that down. There's an auction Kathy's been watching with a bunch of doll parts.
Ooh. Are you gonna get them?
Get
That's one thing I've been on the lookout for years is like for Halloween, you know? Like it's cool, but it has to be like a certain doll head, you know? Like it has to have like a certain look. I haven't run across one yet. With like cool eyes, and I keep thinking I will walk into the thrift store or something. Someday I will be somewhere, flea market, and there it will be.
Yes. You haven't decided yet if she hasn't decided if she's getting them or not.
If it's the lot for you, yeah. And are you getting them to just have like creepy doll parts like for Halloween? Or would you be repairing dolls that you have?
I bet she would get creative with them and do something.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she says creepy.
Creepy. Okay, good.
I could have said that before I even looked. I thought,
Yeah.
she's creative like that.
And I don't even think they're super creepy. I don't know. I just think they're cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're really cool.
Rip this.
I don't know that that was the best thing to do, but I did it.
So you committed to it and you did it.
Yeah, no, there's no going back. I already made the hole. Here's the thing here. And I'm having to do it backwards, but. Kind of messed up my thing. All right, I'm going to mute.
Okay. Just going to get construction worker sounds. Getting serious. Get our frustrations out. Did you see that picture with the dolls all arranged around the front door? So funny. Oh, Joyce says I have my late grandmother's 100-year-old German bisque doll. Wow. Wow, what a treasure.
Well, that wasn't very well thought out what I did, but it's my journal, so.
Yeah, you do what you want.
Well, I had to do it, and I had to do it backwards because.
I wasn't even watching, to be honest.
Oh, maybe I need to hit it again.
When in doubt, use more brute force. Beautiful color. Let's get something back here. Oh, I found this yesterday too. Look at this little communication record. Note papers.
Ooh, those are good.
Yeah. Really nice and thick too.
Ooh.
Yeah. Really old. 1980 is what the copyright says right here. That's old, right?
Yeah. It is actually now, right? Yeah. Oh, this didn't work well at all. All right, that's not gonna work.
And getting away from trims a little bit here. Maybe I should stop myself and get back to my trims.
Well, that's like that whole conversation you guys have.
Yeah.
It's hard to.
Yeah. Yes, all that journaling space. Exactly. I wanted to get more things, a variety of lined, papers that I could take pieces of and use in spots. That's what I was thinking. I would put, a piece of this back here. Not sure I want to use this necessarily. It's kind of a brown, which is nice. And then I have all this black, so I was going to try to find black lines or just white paper and just draw some lines. Sometimes that's fun. I often use a lot of index cards.
Now I'm wondering if I should go back and get those card pack things.
Card pack things? I don't
know. Those savers, those things, those tablets, that big package.
The ones that are like a
like
an order.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I wonder.
Oh, I know. I have other notepads here. So,
All right, that didn't work, so now I'm just putting a circle protector. That was a
sometimes you can just switch gears and it'll come out even better. Sometimes. Well, what? Just a piece of avocado dyed paper? No. No. That's not gonna work. Ledger paper.
Kathy says really old 1950s is still not very old to some of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, 70s, 60s, 50s, like that feels vintage to me. But then I struggle with the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s stuff. That's where I start to struggle.
This is it. Is this it? Is this it? Did I find it? I'm just gonna do this. So Julie, we didn't talk about this before. Well, we mentioned it last week, but we didn't decide if we were gonna maybe mention next week.
Yeah, we didn't decide.
Mhm.
What do we think?
Maybe just say we have a surprise next week.
Yes, we do have a fun surprise
Yeah.
in store for everybody next week. So next week is our show and tell. LeAnne and I will be sharing what we have completed on our journals. And we hope if anybody's been crafting along with us, if anybody's comfortable you can hop on to YouTube with us. You don't have to, show your face. You could also do a down camera. In fact, even like on a laptop, I find it works well too. If you tip the laptop down,
Oh yeah.
that will even give you, if you have a laptop, that even gives you a very easy way to do kind of a down camera, or as we sometimes call it. So that would work. But also you can post pictures on Instagram, or you can just private message us photos in the messaging part of Instagram, kind of behind the scenes. And then we can share those and show those as well. So whatever anybody is comfortable with. And yes, we will have a surprise aspect to next week. So you'll have to tune in and see what that surprise is.
Yeah, we'd love to see what you've been working on, even if it's just a page or a pocket, or definitely not a whole completed journal, because we have that going on.
Yeah, it does not. We kind of said from the get-go that our journals would not necessarily be fully completed by the time that we got to the end of the series. LeAnne is doing crafting and live vintage sales, and I always have a lot of prep that goes on for my Thursdays, getting ready for those tutorials. So showing just one page, or showing your cover, or work in progress, that would be really fun to see.
Yeah.
Okay, that ended up working, but that took some
finesse.
some finesse. So had I already come up with these dangles, then I could have anticipated that and put a grommet in before I even attached it to the page. And I might come in here and do something additional down here. I'm not sure, but I like the way the little bunny dangle look.
That's really cute.
Yeah. And I'll probably do, since I didn't do any from start to finish, I'll do this at some point in time on Vintage Craft and Chat, and just show you how. They're super easy to make and build. And they're kind of relaxing. And it's a good way to use up those little scraps too that you have laying around.
Definitely.
But I think that worked.
Definitely worked. I was going to mention, if you have a brooch, or even it can be an inexpensive modern brooch or an older one if you want to use it, and then just pin it on any little fabric that you have in your journal. That way it not only embellishes your journal, you can have a little gift for the recipient there too.
Adorable.
Yeah.
I never would have even thought to do that. That's super cute.
Yeah.
And it goes with the whole Alice thing.
Yeah, I like it. I'm gonna move it in a little bit. You can just pin it to paper too. It doesn't have to be fabric. But get this through here.
Ooh, what a great idea.
Thank you.
I made all kinds of clusters. I have no idea what I did with them. Go look on the other side super quick.
I also have the single earring that I've been looking for a purpose for. I like it.
Found them.
Let me put some white roses on here. So Terry, are you somebody who likes journaling? Do you write in your journals? I have not done it yet. Not yet. I haven't. Well, I think I'm going to be doing that in this Alice journal. I'm pretty sure this one's staying with me, and I will maybe, I don't know, write some thoughts down in it. Keep it as my personal journal. I always admire people that can journal on a regular basis. I think it can be so therapeutic.
Mm-hmm.
And just a neat little way to keep memories. Some folks use their journals as like a memory keeper type of thing. Scrapbook.
Yeah, that's what I plan. I have just cards and just little special things from the kids and
Oh, that's nice.
my parents and stuff. I think that's what'll end up going.
Just like to decorate. Yeah, that's where I am with mine, Terry. It's funny, I think mostly what draws me to these projects is wanting to find a use and make pretty, just random utilitarian things, or things that might get thrown out. I think that that has drawn me into the craft more than anything else.
Yeah, to take like upcycle and take the
Mhm.
ordinary and kind of transform it
Yeah.
into something really beautiful or interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I don't mind the yellow. So I took LeAnne's advice about folding it in. So
Mhm.
now it's still a journaling space. And then I put one of these little button bow paper clips up at the top. And then I just put one, I hunted them down, and then I just put one of these little clusters here at the bottom.
Oh,
So
I
it's
love that.
still, yeah, still be
Yeah.
open.
Little thing there.
Yeah. I kind of wish this was, but I ended up deciding it wasn't too bad. Had I designed it specifically for this page, maybe I would have used a red stamp, but I'm trying not to be too
Yeah.
too
Hung up
type
on
A
that.
with things.
Yeah.
Because I definitely have, I have more red and stuff going on here, but I think it worked.
Yeah. Definitely. Cute, cute. I should text my daughter and ask her the name of that store.
Yeah, what is it? It's something with an R, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look it up. Let's see. It's kind of bothering me. It keeps popping in my head, and then I'm like, R, something with an R. Let's see here. Let's see. Art thrift store, Pasadena. Right. Oh, Remainders.
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 I see. It's kind of like remnants. But.
Yeah, let me see if I could show pictures. So I did, but I didn't film inside, but I have a haul video that I did. I think it was last year because I thought it had been a couple years ago. Oh, there's something on my camera. Or maybe it's on
Or she just said, I said, what's the name of that craft supply store? She said, Remainders.
Yeah. But look at that. That's like, it is so crazy packed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Full of stuff. And there's just like plastic rows of plastic bins.
Mm-hmm. It's one of those places that can get overwhelming, and you have to really keep breathing sometimes. If you know what I'm talking about, That's great. I love that place. I hope we get to go there when I'm visiting.
Oh yeah, you totally need to go. Like, what is that? Is that yarn? No, this is fabric. I think that's fabric. Look at that.
Ooh, yes. And they have it color coordinated there.
Yes.
Separated by color.
And you kind of like, you have to, you do have to dig, but and then you're kind of like crawling over people and
yeah. When I first went there, we were in the throes of the pandemic, so we were a little uncomfortable just being around people.
Oh my gosh, LeAnne, look at that. These pictures are probably so old. Oh my goodness. Look at that.
That's so fun just to look at, isn't it? That's neat.
Yeah, beautiful fabrics. I never even looked at the fabric. I never went down in that section.
Yeah, I think I glanced over.
So good.
She picked up some party supplies there too. Just some fun for when she had her friends over for tea, that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, they have great party supplies and just all kinds of cool stuff. They even had that little corner that was sort of vintagey, maybe-ish, by the register. In fact, I found some vintage millinery flowers, I think. And then I found that huge bag of stickles, which I still haven't really used.
Oh, wow. What a find.
It was probably like 5 or 6 bottles of stickles and then a bunch of that like metallic rub and buff, right? Like the golds and the
yes. I love rub and buff. Oh, love it.
Yeah, I've used it a bunch on furniture pieces and stuff like that, but I don't see why. I mean, it would probably work well for this kind of crafting too, right?
Kathy said they have a place in Cleveland like that, but she's never gone.
Ugh. It's kind of like dangerous almost. a little bit, yeah.
For those of us who can find a use for just about anything. So I was thinking about hiding this little key in here somewhere between the signatures.
Oh, that's cute.
And I think I might tie it on so it kind of dangles a little bit. And I could attach it to this pin so I don't have to really add anything else. I think I will. I think I'm going to put it about right there. And I'm going to use this color, which I used for binding my signatures. Well, there's not a lot of contrast there, so maybe that's okay. We'll use it anyway.
Was Kathy saying to me or to you, draw some simple flowers?
Out of the square. I think it was you when you were showing something.
Oh, what was I showing?
I don't know. I remember.
Maybe these pages?
We move on so quickly, it's hard to.
I know.
People head out sometimes. Yeah.
Squirrel. I know. I don't know what I'm going to end up doing with these pages because they're so. I don't know if I should do pockets. They're so graphic. And you can't really journal on them.
It's also just the leg. It's not necessarily a squirreling, but the leg.
Yeah. Me, I feel like it's a squirreling.
It is a little.
I don't stay on one topic long enough.
Yeah.
The folded page between the flower and this one. Oh, like draw some flowers coming out of here. It would scare me, Kathy.
Maybe you could draw on a piece of paper. I know I do that too. Draw on a piece of paper and then add that.
Right. Or
Right.
I could have my daughter do it. Maybe I'll have her do it.
Yes.
Because I would trust her to do it.
That would be really neat.
Yeah,
I like
I
that.
could have her do it. Oh my gosh, maybe she'll let me post it when she's done. She's doing a oil painting right now. So I don't remember what the assignment was of why she picked Ryan, my son, her brother. But she's doing this oil painting of him basically just sitting in his truck. Like she said, well, what do you want to do? Like, what do you want to be doing? And I think that was when he first started driving.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, oh, I want to like be in my truck or something like that. So
that's great.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It is so good.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's.
Yes, you have to share that.
It just it blows me away because I think she's only been painting for a year, maybe. Wow. And it's like I mean, there's no doubt it's him. His face is so good, and just the way she's doing his face is very lifelike, but the way she does like her color combos, and she started with this like very hot pink background oil paint, and then she's layering other colors, so you just get these little glimpses of the hot pink here and there. Oh my god.
Wow.
I keep saying, well, maybe I'm biased because it's Ryan, you know. Right. But oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good. So yeah, maybe I'll have her. I don't trust myself. I'm not a good drawer. I would probably end up with like this stick like thing. I don't know.
I know how that feels, but you gotta let yourself play a little bit. Right?
Yes.
Play.
Or maybe I could have her do it in pencil or something, and then I can like trace over it and then get the.
Yeah.
Oh, I have this one too. Oh, I'm gonna do the same thing I have a yellow one here that I don't like either. The other half of that. So
yeah.
I'm gonna repeat.
Exactly. So you still have that journaling space. You haven't lost that, but
exactly.
It's a full different look. Yeah, that's one of my favorite things to do.
Maybe I'll put one of these. Oh yeah, and then I'll put one of these hidden paper clips up here on this one. Oh, it is, Terry. It is. In fact, she hasn't completed it yet, but she's doing this huge. She started doing an oil painting of my mom's parents, my grandparents, from a photograph that I had, an old black and white photograph, probably before my mom was born, maybe when they were dating, but maybe they were already married. And my papa and my nana too, they loved to like fish and garden and cook. You know, they were that very, I don't know. You know, they grew up in the Depression.
Mm-hmm. Living on the land.
Right, living on the land. I mean, my papa was born here in California, but they lived in Lancaster, California, which is north of here. Wow. And, you know, as kids, you know, they had to like hunt for rabbits and stuff. That's what they ate, right, to survive on. And so that was a big thing. But he just had this huge love for fishing and deep sea fishing, and that just they were, you know, camping and just very outdoor, you know, salt of the earth kind of people. And so I have this really, one of the pictures that I love, it's the two of them, and they must have just come back from a deep sea fishing something somewhere, and they are both holding these huge fish. And this fish that my Nana is holding, that she clearly caught, is like almost as tall as she is.
Wow.
And it's, I just always love that picture. So then she, I've always had it in a frame up on my desk. So she's doing an oil painting of that, and it's, I don't even know what the dimensions are of the canvas, but it's huge. And right now we have it hanging above the fireplace in our family room because it's such a big canvas. There's like, where do you put it? So it's not complete yet, but every time I walk by and I look at them all the time, and it's like she's completely captured their faces perfectly. I mean, it's so uncanny. It's so crazy. Even I tell her, even if you don't finish it, I just love it, even just the way it is. But I think she's going to finish it this summer. But she's very gifted.
Yeah, sounds like
she's quite gifted. Yeah, it's amazing. I'll have to share that sometime too. Okay.
Yes, please.
Maybe I'll just put a sticker on this one. Or maybe not.
Considering making a hidden paper clip because I don't think I have any left. But you know what I could do? Real quick, I could use one of these little playing cards. Make one. Uh-oh. I have a kitty that wants attention.
And I heard one of ours a little bit ago. He's crying because he misses Ryan. He's like, he adores Ryan, but he gets usually once a day. He just starts so sad. It's so sad.
Where are you?
Where are you?
Yeah.
Nobody, and he never comes. He never comes and like tries to find me. It's just, it's this Ryan. And Taylor's home, so he could be snuggling and cuddling with her, but he's just sad. It's a sad boy. All right, I'm going to do something with vintage paper and one of these.
What am I doing? I'm squirreling. Squirreling, I'm losing it.
What did I do with? I need to buy more cup holder things for my cart so I can have more things close by. I have to get up.
Nice. Are they specific to the cart or are they just generic?
You know what? I just bought them on Amazon, but they're great. Okay. They're just these cups that have the little hook.
Oh yeah.
But I can use I could probably use another 2 or 3 of those.
Okay, let's go back to my idea. Cards, where did I put that? That's not it. Oh, I found my candy drawer. Forgot I put some candy in there.
Ooh.
Emergency chocolate.
That's a really good thing to find.
An unlabeled drawer so that nobody knows where it is. But then I don't know where it is either. Oh, this was something I was going to try to craft with sometime. I have these key tags. This would make another little, you probably already did that, but maybe you did it.
No, I don't even have any of those. I've had them, they're in my Temu cart, and I keep thinking, oh, I need some of these. I need some, but I have yet to place an order.
Well, good to know. Good to know. I probably have more than I could use here. So let's see. Put those aside. All right, back to my hidden paper clip. What am I going to use here?
Do you need to make one? You could do one of these.
I do. Take my glasses off so I can see. Could you show me again? I think I missed it. Oh, yeah, that's really cute. Like a little collage.
Yeah, so, oh, what did I do with my, oh, here it is.
Use a little
Here's
cardstock thing.
Here's the, except they're not 3-inch paper clips. So the top, the piece of cardstock is 1.5 inches wide by 5 inches long for this particular size, if you want to make it that thick. And then the inner piece, I just cut a little less in the length, because when you fold it, then it starts to show here at the end. So you can just kind of adjust it as you go.
Yeah, that's smart. I like that.
But it pretty much, if you make the, if the width is the same at 1.5 inches, that's not the width showing from the inside piece is never the problem. It's just that it's the length. I don't know, it like sticks out.
Yeah. Sticks out a little bit.
I don't know if I like that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave that as it is. Yeah, Taylor too, because we were talking about maybe projects that we can do during the summer with every, on Thursdays on Vintage Crafted Chat. And then she said the other day, she goes, what was she calling it? She goes, what about like bookbinding? And I said, well, that's the same, like doing the junk journal, right? I said, you mean like the pamphlet stitch, like the 3-hole? So I think she's talking about, which looks very complicated to me, but the very, like where you're, like how they would do
like real books
and like real books. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That would be cool to do. But it looks like, it looks complicated, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's just,
I think it looks complicated too.
Yeah, maybe it's just like, once you start
Not impossible, but just
Yeah, no, definitely not impossible.
I would need to master it before I could teach it.
Yes, yeah. Apparently, she said a lot of people, I guess, is very popular where they'll take like paperback books or they'll take other books and then they like make new covers and like do a whole thing. I didn't even know that was a thing. Apparently, she's been watching it on like TikTok
Wow.
or something.
Mhm.
So they rebound, which I guess that's what they would have done, right? Back in when, very old antique books, right?
Yeah,
When those have been
restoring.
worn, they would
Mhm.
restore them
Yeah.
and bind them again. But apparently it's becoming a kind of an in popular thing to take
All
like
over again.
paperback books or like larger paperback and then like creating all new covers. Like who knew?
Mhm. Neat. Yeah, I'll have to look for that. I was never really one to go on TikTok much. Then my daughter started a TikTok, and I went on to support her. And now I've gone down a rabbit hole watching. There's a 80-something-year-old woman who's very inspirational, and she talks about just the stuff that we never talk about in life, just getting older, and just how it's just so hard to just keep going sometimes. And I can relate to that, even though I'm not in my 80s yet.
Right.
And
Oh, wow.
so, I look at her and I watch her, and she's just she's not putting on any makeup or doing anything fancy to get in front of the camera. She's just showing herself. And I just think it's so brave and refreshing. And so that's what I look at on TikTok, aside from, of course, what my daughter's putting out. My daughter has a focus on WNBA data because she's a math PhD.
Oh, okay.
So that's, she gets into the math and the probabilities and all of that surrounding that particular sport, like WNBA, and then also college women's basketball.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, pretty fun.
So what is like, what is the name? What's that like phenom, that amazing basketball player?
Caitlin Clark.
Right. Who's just super amazing, right?
Yeah.
Is that exciting to her to like see?
Well, Maddie is very kind of cynical and snarky. And so she doesn't not like Caitlin Clark, but what she doesn't like is when someone like that comes along and then all the attention goes to that person, and takes away from other things that are happening. But it's not bad. I mean, she recognizes, and as do most of us, that anytime you're bringing positive attention to a sport, especially a women's sport that doesn't get the attention that men's leagues do, and the money, the funding, anytime you have some attention like that, it's only good for the whole sport. And Caitlin Clark has even on interviews been really good at balancing that fame and that fandom with what she tries to bring to the league and to women's sports in general, and to inspire younger kids to maybe try something that they didn't think that they could because they're not seeing somebody like them do it.
Right.
Especially on the professional level like that. So for that, I really admire her. Of course, I admire her talent. I mean, she's just
she's amazing, right?
Far and away, just so amazing. And
she's broken records and all kinds of stuff.
And then she doesn't hesitate to show her that she's a real person with a family and all these things. So I think she's amazing. And she was on SNL and she was so good, Kathy. Yes.
Oh, I didn't see that. I have to watch it.
You need to check that out when she did the news evening update thing. Oh my gosh, it was so good.
Hi, Connie.
Hi,
How
Connie.
are you?
How's it going? Thank you for coming by. She was so good on SNL.
Oh, good. I'll watch that. I'll just tell my husband too. He's not like huge into basketball, but he enjoys it. Maybe not as much as like some of his friends, but for years, I don't know, maybe now they've gotten a little bit older, but they used to all go to Vegas and do the March Madness and all of that for years and years. And now it's like sort of tapered off. Well, then it went to like, they would go and then they would like started golfing. It's morphed from when they were in their early 20s to 60 something. And
it's cute.
In fact, I don't think anybody's gone the last couple of years. I think it's like kind of tapered off, or not that many of them. But he does, he enjoys watching it. I think he's enjoyed like kind of watching. It's kind of exciting what's happening to women's basketball and so I'll have to tell him that because he hasn't mentioned it, so I don't think he knows that she was on SNL.
Yeah, so Maddie, sometimes she'll refer to her as Caitlin Kronk because I don't know why. She just she likes to play on different words, and I think she's clever. But she also has a WNBA data YouTube channel too. So if anyone
wow.
Yes, I heard about Bill Walton. Yes. Yeah, John.
Oh no, I didn't hear that. Mm-hmm. Oh wow.
Yeah, losing our legends.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I've got that. I'm gonna glue it. Oh, Michael Che, yes, put him right in his place. That's right, Kathy. Oh my God, it was so funny. It was so good. Yeah, because he'd been messing with her. Yeah, I love it. She's great. I think recently she was in Seattle with her team. They were playing the Storm, and Maddie did had some cool footage because she goes to the Seattle Storm games. She's a season ticket holder, and she had considered selling her ticket for that game, and she thought she could probably get about $300 or so for it. And she kind of teased in one of her previous ones, well, you'll have to stay tuned to see if I sell my ticket to the Indiana Fever game. And it turns out she did go to the game. She didn't sell her ticket, but one of her commenters said, "Oh, I sold my ticket for $350," and she's like, "Oh, now I'm regretting it." She was joking, but
yeah. But I'm sure for her, because she's so involved in what she does. Like, I'm sure she'll look back at it and think, "Wow, I'm glad I was there."
Oh yeah, definitely. She wrote it herself. That's amazing that she wrote that bit for SNL.
Oh wow!
Okay,
now I'm gonna have to watch it.
She's super clever. If that's the case, I was like, somebody wrote this for her, but that's amazing. She was great. Yeah, if y'all want to support my baby Maddie, she's 27.
Put her YouTube link in.
All right, I think I will. I told her I would tell my people, and she's like, "Well, only if they watch the videos. Don't have them subscribe and not watch." And
what happens when you do that? Is that
I don't know. Maybe it's the algorithm. Maybe it just doesn't. I always thought, well, maybe it just doesn't stick. You know how they fall off. Your subscribers can fall off. I thought that was maybe why, but I don't see how it could be harmful.
I don't know. My husband, he's so cute. He's very sweet. Like, he'll tell people at work and stuff.
Oh,
like the guys at work. He's like, "Oh, you should subscribe to Julie's YouTube channel." So and I'm like, "Honey, you don't."
That's so cute.
Yeah, and then he told I think he said that to one of the guys recently, and the guy goes, I'm already subscribed, like probably from Vintage Coffee Talk days or something, right? When I was more active, and then
Yeah.
he's like, I'm already subscribed. I'm like, oh my gosh. I don't want to subscribe to my
Funny.
YouTube channel, but he's very funny.
That's great.
Yeah, it is. It is.
You
nice.
never know who's going to be interested, right?
You never know. Like,
Yeah.
maybe they'll like tell their wives or girlfriends or something.
Right.
Yeah.
I think
Clearly they're maybe not watching or no longer, because when you can look at your analytics and then it says who's your like subscribers,
the demographic.
Mine is 100% female.
Yeah.
I don't even have one iota of male, so maybe they're not really. Maybe they do.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's fun too. YouTube's all about like learning, right? Learning things that you didn't know, and the more if you say, "Oh, I'm not interested in that," I mean, you have to pick and choose. I get it, but
right,
you might learn something that you didn't know, and it broadens your horizons. Yes, I'm all about broadening my horizons. There's only
let me check. Okay, I'm gonna click on it so I can subscribe to her.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my gosh, look at, she has 3.3 thousand.
I know.
Wow.
Right? She hasn't even been doing it that long.
I'm gonna tell Jim too.
She has a TikTok. But she keeps, TikTok might be going away, so she's trying to branch out into YouTube. She started with TikTok.
How long has she been doing YouTube?
YouTube, I think just a couple years.
Oh my gosh, she's doing fabulous.
I know. I don't know how she got so many subscribers so fast. I want to say it's just people coming over from TikTok.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Maybe maybe that's a good sign that people are getting more interested in women's professional sports.
That's exactly. Yeah, I wonder if has her subscribership grown? Probably a lot with all of this.
Yeah, could be.
Now, how did she play basketball in school? Like, how did she?
She did a little bit. She played in high school, which it wasn't her passion necessarily. She also played softball, and that she played on more teams with softball than basketball. But she was just, very sporty girl.
Kathy, put your link in, Kathy. So I make sure I'm. Oh, wait, I guess I can just click on it, right? Go to channel. Oh, I'm already subscribed. I'm already one of the 49.
You're one of the chosen ones.
I don't know. I think just the YouTube just does that sometimes. I think it just like, I don't know, kind of like goes stagnant maybe for a while, or I don't know. I don't really understand it.
I don't understand it either. And I don't watch it that closely as some. Oh, good, Kathy. Thank you. Yeah, she might.
Really good. See, there you go.
Yep. Maddie's kind of snarky, kind of dry wit. She, and some of the things she says are taken seriously, which most things especially on TikTok, are not meant to be taken seriously. So you'll see what I mean. Usually you can tell by just she's very similar to me in that if you watch my lives where you can see my face, I can't really hide a lot of my thoughts.
Hide your emotional.
Comes out on my face.
Thoughts. Yeah.
So, but she used to crack up her teammates all the time because she'd say just funny off the wall things that she didn't really think much of, but other people thought was hilarious.
Oh, and then they would be like, "Are you serious?"
Yeah, or just like
What?
have them rolling, and Maddie would be like, "What?" Yeah. All right. Let's get serious. Where was I even going to put this? Right here. Getting serious here. Gonna maybe put a little card on there. I'll double check, make sure I'm subscribed to Kathy. Glasses. Can't do my glasses and look at my computer. Let's try that. Go to channel. I am subscribed. Oh, I got a new subscriber. Isn't that nice? Oh,
That's nice.
I'm going to subscribe back. All right, where am I here?
I know. As I'm going through here, I keep saying, "Oh, I don't want to put anything on that page," but yet I don't. But maybe I will journal going forward, right? Because we always talk about
Oh, to leave journal
whether
space.
you actually, whether you actually journal or you're using it for more ephemera. But even though I don't consider myself a journal, but I keep saying, "Oh, I can't put it on that page."
Yeah. Well, sometimes I'll try to just hide a little journaling spot underneath it.
Oh, that's a good idea, right? And on the tags and just.
Yeah, the tag that goes in there, that's gonna, yeah.
I feel like this needs something else though to it.
I think it should go like that. Diagonal. Maybe sticking out a little bit. That's a good idea.
Yeah. I have to learn when something's just not catching me, I have to move on.
Yeah.
I need to set it to the side and not just keep staring at it.
I can build on that.
I think I'm subscribed to you too, Terry. Let me click. Yeah, I'm already subscribed to you. I wanted to make sure. Well, now I have to figure out what kind of masterboard I will do tomorrow. Which I think would be easy and relaxing. When we have our topic.
Joey. Uh-oh.
Oh.
He's looking for someone.
Oh.
Mom went to take a kid to the orthodontist, so Joey's probably looking. Joey's looking for him. It's okay, Joey. I'm here, Joey. What am I, chopped liver? Yeah, I'm right here. You're a silly boy, Joey. I was looking for a place. Remember those little envelopes that you made with the paper doilies?
Oh yeah.
I thought this would be cute in this journal somewhere.
It would be really cute. It goes along with the theme very nicely.
Yeah, I want to find a place for that. Kathy's making a cardboard pattern to cut a piece of plywood. She needs a platform with wheels on the bottom. Yes.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Did your wheels come off, or it's just is it to repair?
To help her move things around so she can, without lifting it. Yeah, thanks, Terry. This was a cute project that Julie had a video on, or you did it live. It was one of your crafts.
Yeah, it's probably one of the yeah, it's a craft. Let me see if I can find it.
In chat. Yeah.
It might have been I don't know if that was might have been one of the first things I did, but then I think maybe I stopped to take care of my mother-in-law.
Oh yeah, that could have been just the beginning of the year.
Yeah, I think it was like 3. Let me see if I can get the link. It's share. I think it was like 3 months ago because I came back at the beginning of the year and then I stepped away again.
Right.
But here it is.
Well, I think I'm taking a break.
Yeah, he's Joey's saying it's time.
Yeah, I've been invaded. Hi, Joey. Yeah. We're gonna hear Joey.
Heather. Hi, Heather.
Let me know if it's too much. I'll mute it. Hi, Heather Elizabeth.
It's good. Kitties are never too much. How are you?
This one's too much. Yes, the paper's so fun, Heather Elizabeth. You need to do some crafting with us. You have such a great eye for
She does
things. Yeah.
You've done some really cool crafty things on your channel.
Oh yeah. I remember, like, was it like a little hanging bird cage?
Yes.
Scenario?
They were like cone, like kind of cone things.
Uh-huh.
Oh, those were really cool.
I love those. Yeah, he's rubbing on my computer.
Yeah, he said, okay, come on, Mom.
Yeah, are you gonna lay down? Yeah. He's a chatty ginger boy. He likes to talk.
That's one thing. Our two inside ones, because of course our cat Jojo, he now lives with my friend Kiki. He lives at their house with their family. That's a whole story. That's a whole funny story, but
I bet.
But our inside cats, they in fact I was saying to Taylor yesterday, I'm like, they just don't, like, we've had cats that are jumpy and they get, they want attention, just like he's doing. And our 2 indoor cats, they're never do that. They never, and like Jojo, that's just all he does is get in front of the computer. And
Joey tries to lay down on John's hands when he's trying to type, working.
Yeah.
Okay, you gonna lay down now?
That's funny. Yeah, in fact, because now, now he lives at their house and they both work from home. And so he's just always like on their desk in front of the computer.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, yeah, I remember it well.
Yes.
He's at your house now.
What? I was trying to show him, and now he's laid down on the desk. I was trying to show him. That's why I switched the cameras. Let's see. There you are.
There he is.
Joey, say hi.
He's almost like peachy tone.
Yeah, he's a diluted orange. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, kind of a beigey, peachy. Oh my gosh, he's so beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, beigey. I guess that's the animal shelter called him Buff, a buff tabby.
Okay.
I've since seen him, this coloring referred to as diluted.
Oh, okay.
They have a lot of the same characteristics as an orange ginger cat. Like he has little freckles around his face. Now they get those.
Ours does too. Yeah, he's a little dark on his nose and
on his nose.
But he's tiny though. Sometimes I always think of red cats and ginger cats as being kind of bigger, and he's very petite. He's very small. So I don't know if he was like the runt. He came from my husband's work because they keep having all these crazy cat problems. So well, now it's died down. There's not too many of them, but he's tiny. He's not. I mean, he's not super tiny, but he's not like I'm a big old.
Joey's like really long. He's really long, and he is big. People say, "Oh, he's so big." He's not like chubby big. He's just there's a lot of him.
He's just big, yeah.
And his paws are really big.
Yeah.
I think he was just about 7.
Our other cat is big, although he's lost a little bit of weight the last few years, but he's just big like that. Big, wide nose.
Big face,
big paws.
Yeah, that's how Joey is.
Yeah. And he's something, I don't know, we say they're like cousins or they're brothers, but they're from the same cats that lived at my husband's work, but I don't know, somehow something got in there that then they started being orange, like because a lot of them were like Siamese and gray and blue eyes, and then something else was introduced at some point in time, so they're not too far off litter wise, but our other one's gray with the blue eyes and really cross, they're super crossed eyes.
Yeah.
So he has a lot of Siamese in him.
Definitely a real full Siamese got in there at some point.
Yeah. And I don't think he sees very well. I know he doesn't.
Oh, yeah.
They're really.
Oh my gosh.
And he's scared of everything. Everything's scary.
Yeah. Well, I know there's a lot of rescue groups around there that do, they'll catch them and neuter and then release. Or adopt the ones that are adoptable. Yeah,
we called my husband, like a bunch of the guys at work, like when it got really crazy several years ago. And so, I think one group did come, and then one of the cat, we call her the grandma cat, but I think she's our gray cat's mama.
Oh.
The Jim and the guys at work, they were able to catch her, like get her in because she's like, you can't pet her. But
feral.
we got her and then found a vet that would, neuter her. And then they, we have to have her back. And so then now she's back at the shop. It's like a big industrial shop. They build big heat exchangers and stuff. So it's probably several acres. It's like a big thing. So there's all metal, there's all kinds of places for them to hide. And and
Right.
kind
So
of
they help keep the rodents down, probably.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. And
nice.
there's maybe 5 baby cats right now that are there, and but of course, like you're not supposed to feed them. But Jim feeds them, and some of the other guys feed them, and they can't not feed Grandma Cat because
Yeah.
you know.
She's Grandma Cat.
Yeah, she's Grandma. She's Grandma Cat, and then the other, so it's a thing. But yeah. I don't know. It's a whole thing. Oh, he's so cute.
Well, why are you wiggly? What are you doing? Can't hold still. All right.
All righty, friends.
Let me show you. All right. This was fun. We went in some different directions, but we stayed pretty good with the tassels and trims, I think.
I think so. Yeah, I almost started making a pocket, but then I got stuck and then I stopped.
And I started that hidden paper clip, but I'll finish that later. But I'm really happy with getting the trim on the front and the back kind of. I really like that look.
That
and
looks
then
so good.
I can get some other things going on the inside if I want, and more things coming out the top. And then of course I had my little
Yours is going to be done. Don't you think? Like, are you close? Are you close to being done?
I think it's one of those things where do we know where to stop?
It is done. It is done. Right.
But yeah, it's getting pretty thick.
Cool.
So yeah, and I need to give the other one some attention too. I just need, I think the thing was for me, I have more of this type of thing and less of the like kid looking things, but animals. I can really focus on the animal mushroom thing, like sort of borrowing what you do.
Yeah, I definitely need to start because I only had so much bunny stuff, and I need to start kind of introducing maybe some other animals and not so bunny heavy. I think.
Terry was saying I don't post anywhere. Progress on Instagram. I think, did I find you on Instagram, Terry? I think I need to double check.
Oh, yeah. Did we have that discussion? Are you Mick Mouse mom too?
I feel like I found her.
Really quick before we go.
Yeah. Well, that's not you. Mick Mouse.
Let's see. I'm sorry. I got this. I opened Instagram and then I saw a post that my son did.
There she is. Yeah, she's Mick Mouse mom. Now I'm following you.
Okay.
And it shows that Kathy's following you. Great. We're friends. We're friends for real now, Terry.
Oh, here. Okay.
Because
follow. Okay.
Cool.
I'm following now too. Yay.
Love it.
All right.
Yeah, Kathy sends me messages, shares with me what she is working on. I love that.
I love it too.
So you could do the same if you feel like it. I probably could share more, but I share on here, on my crafting lives when I haven't done one in a while, but here I'm doing this with Julie, so you get to see what I'm working on.
I need to, at one point I was like, I'm going to make a post a day. and I was like, okay, I'm going to do every other day, but I have not been good at keeping Instagram. Sometimes I post once a week if I'm lucky, and I post and I run. Yeah. I'm really bad about circling back around, and I need to be better with that.
There's nothing wrong with setting those lofty goals and then scaling back. You're still doing it, right? You're still doing it.
Yeah. But I would like to because I feel too sometimes that's a different audience. Maybe people that follow me on Instagram are different than maybe over here on YouTube. I mean, obviously there's some that, but I do need to be better about it. but it is what it is.
That's right.
Only so many hours in the day.
Oh, yeah. And plus the rabbit hole, right?
Yes.
I go on Instagram to post, oh, I'm having a show or whatever to kind of promote that. And then I end up doing all these other things before I
know, like half hour later, because then I'm trying to I need to get caught up with what is everybody doing? And yeah.
Right.
You're waiting for part 2. Are you talking about the Kiki? The Kiki haul? Yeah, I need to film that. What's today? Yeah. Wednesday? Maybe I'll film this afternoon. I don't like to film. I like to film when nobody's home but me. Right. It's so distracting because I'm in the dining room. Like people are walking by and they're in the kitchen and they're like,
I wouldn't be able to do it. Yeah.
I can't, so I have to time it, but maybe probably Friday I'll do it. If the kids are home and they're like, I kind of know they're in their bedroom, they're going to stay there for a while, but then, yeah, I hear somebody come in like the water thing,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Or the ice maker or just, anything.
Yeah.
We had the dryer going and
I don't know what summer's going to be like. Summer's going to be interesting. My husband will be at work, but it'll be interesting. Kids are looking at summer jobs and stuff, so maybe we'll have. I don't know. I don't know what that's going to be like, but we'll just cross that bridge.
That's right.
But it is coming. I will tape it at some point to go up on Sunday morning. That's kind of when I've been doing the haul videos. So.
Well, I was catching up yesterday on your videos and
oh yes, yeah,
it was fun.
Part 2 is going to be cool because I think she gave me like maybe 7 antique books, and then weren't we all on together? We were doing the Tim Holt paper doll, that Father's Day thing, and then I was flipping, and it's like junk journal stuff in one of them. Oh. Did you watch that? It's like somebody has repaired the pages and like glued them with other little strips of paper. It's the coolest thing. I was like, what? Yeah.
Nice. Maybe you'll have to send me a link.
Yeah. One of them I just like randomly. So now I'm kind of excited to go through that book more and like look at the other ones. But yeah, somebody took like a paper bag and made little, little slips of paper. And like glued them so that, because it was probably falling apart. So cool. Like that's like some people would just say, oh my gosh, that's like
junk.
That's junk. Like look at it. It's all, but oh my God, it's so cool. So that'll be fun. And I haven't like looked at a lot. I just want to kind of be fresh eyes when I go back and record it. So yeah, that'll be cool. So anyway, okay. Too much chit chat.
It's fun. It's fun to hang out and chat.
Yeah.
And maybe people are hanging out listening. Who knows?
Yeah, I think a few are. So what do you have? You have sale on Sunday?
A sale on Sunday on my channel with Sabrina from Simon Says Let's Make a Deal and Kathy Picasso Cat. Yes, we need to eat lunch. That's right.
Yeah, I did eat before, but I do. My stomach is yeah, we have to go eat. And okay, good. So you have a sale on Sunday, and
that's about it. I probably won't get to another video or anything until after my trip.
Yeah, there was something that I wanted to do, like a pre-recorded crafting thing for, but I think it's at the beginning of the month, and I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. I don't foresee it with graduation and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then I won't be with you guys next Thursday. So LeAnne and I will be together. So I'll be with you guys tomorrow on Vintage Craft and Chat. LeAnne and I will be on next Wednesday here for the show and tell. And but then I won't be with you guys on Thursday because Ryan's graduating that day, and I probably could because he's at school in the morning, probably practicing or whatever. But if I think I can manage, I won't. But I probably won't.
Just save all your energy for that fun.
I think so.
time.
Yeah, my parents are coming into town. I'm not sure what time they'll come. That day, they getting a hotel and staying overnight and going out to dinner and all that stuff.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, you'll have them too.
So I'm just gonna enjoy the day.
Well, I'm looking forward to your show tomorrow.
Yeah, I think I'm excited about it. I do, but I need to go through and kind of typing out so I can kind of
organize.
Like I feel like because it's like an important topic, so I want to kind of what do I want to say? I don't want to be all scatterbrained like I usually am. But it'll probably happen. Somebody will say something in the chat, and then I'll just I'll go off on some other tangent. But anyway, all right, everyone. So enjoy your day. Thank you for being with us today.
Yes, thank you.
And we will see you next week on LeAnne's channel.
Yep. Next week. See you
Bye,
later.
everybody.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.